Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Critical Role, where a bunch of us nerdy-ass voice actors sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons!
It's a oddly sallow table, but regardless, Happy New Year! We're back for 2023. We have a few folks away from the table for the minute. I think we're missing Taliesin for tonight, but we'll have him very, very soon, and we miss him terribly. But in the interim, let's go ahead and run through some announcements here, beginning with our first new sponsor this week, Capital One Shopping. And I'm told... Seriously, okay, apparently we're going to a live feed from something called the Capital One Shopping Drift Track.
Welcome, one and all, to the Capital One Shopping Drift Track. Capital One Shopping is a browser extension that helps you save big online. It's free to use, saves you money, and makes searching for discounts and coupons a breeze.
Wait, what does this have to do with racing?
Not racing, Ashley. Drifting. Capital One Shopping is so easy and simple to use, you won't just walk to your browser, you'll drift there.
This seems like a stretch.
I mean, is this just an excuse to get us to race around like idiots just for your entertainment?
No, not race around, Ashley. Drift around. Here we go. On your marks.
Wait, do we
Get set.
Nice try, Riegel, but we...
And go! And the drift has begun. Watching them speed around the track reminds me that you can forget digging for coupon codes that don't work and searching endlessly for deals without results. The free Capital One shopping browser add-on instantly searches for available coupons and automatically applies them to your cart across thousands of sites. It's kinda genius!
I'm getting tired!
How many laps is this race?
I'm sorry, Travis, I don't understand the question.
How many laps is this drift?
Thank you. This drift is 10 laps long, and you're falling behind. Drift harder. Oh, they look so cute. While they shred the asphalt, you can avoid paying full price, whether you're a Capital One customer or not. Why, I used the extension to save $50 on this microphone headset. Oh.
Wait! Ow! I'm getting a stupid leg cramp!
What's giving you this leg cramp, Ashley?
This racing!
No, it's not. This drift is giving you a stupid leg cramp.
Why do you keep calling it a drift?
Because it sounds cooler.
Okay, he's right, it kind of does.
Okay, this is it. The home stretch, the final lap, and the winner is... The winner is you at home. Yes, you're the winner when you go to CapitalOneShopping.com/criticalrole to install the extension today. Thanks, guys. Matt, drift to you.
Okay. Well, welcome back.
Nice drifting.
That's great work. Drifting back in. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
How'd you get changed so fast?
I just threw this on top of my
Got it.
jersey.
Got it.
My,
You're
my
so out of
whatever
Brad's
it's called.
Yeah, it's.
Tracksuit.
I got the winter coat on.
Yeah, sure.
Alrighty.
Sure. I think you have lines that aren't on the prompter.
I do? Okay, great.
Yes.
No, I said this in the thing.
No, never mind then. Shouldn't have been on the script. Yeah.
On that note, this episode is
That's good, guys.
also sponsored by our friends at D&D Beyond. You can add 11 new Dragonlance monsters to your game with the Monsters Compendium Volume 2, available now to claim. And these monsters are not found within any source book, and you can get them at no cost on your D&D Beyond account at dndbeyond.link/CR Vol, as in Volume 2. Go ahead and check it out now. Laura, you have some announcements to make.
I do.
What are they?
We have merch. Hold on, this one? Okay. I've been really excited about this.
That's
I'm not
a
even gonna
big
give it to
one.
somebody else because I want to put it on.
I
Yeah.
want to wear that.
Yep.
I know, let's look at that.
What?
I had to touch it. I have to touch it.
Been waiting on
This
this
is
one.
for our subtle want to rep the company, want to rep CR without actually looking like you're repping CR. What an advertisement I'm giving right now. Check out this amazing lighting. Look at how, and then wait, put your hand in the pocket.
Is it warm? Is it warm?
It's warm.
Why?
Whoa!
It's got fleecy lined pockets. Fleece line? Y'all, it's the extra step that makes this puffer jacket
I want to feel the pocket.
just the best. Here.
Where is it?
This has been in the works. It's, yes, and a little zipper pocket right here. For your cell phones. And it's also fleece lined.
Right there.
I want to feel a pocket now.
Well, too late. You should have done it before the show.
Oh, well.
Because this is mine now. I'm going to take it off because it's going to make a lot of noise on camera.
Boy, it looks
But
cozy.
we also have this. MCG shirt. It says smiley day to you. Thanks, Jordan Torrance. You're a great designer.
It's adorable.
Check it out. They're in the stores. I don't know which ones.
There you have it. Off to a great start this new year. Marisha, you have a quick announcement to make, too.
You guys, our latest episode of Four-Sided Dive, it's out. It's available. It's right now on Twitch and YouTube. And more importantly, friendly reminder, we're going to be taking a break from Four-Sided Dive next month because we are going to be bringing back our weekly watch-along watch party.
A watch party of what?
To celebrate
What?
season 2 of The Legend of Vox Machina. It's gonna be great. Come watch, and then we'll return with episode 11 of Four-Sided Dive in March.
It's so close.
It is.
It's so close.
So. It is so close. It's so close.
Fantastic.
It's almost here.
Well, what is here is the end of the announcements. Which, lest I'm mistaken, means it's time for us to go ahead and jump into tonight and 2023's first episode.
Oh, that's no.
One by one we climb until we reach the top. 2 by 2 we fall. Will we meet our end or meet our destiny? Hold your breath and roll.
How do you want to do this?
It's Thursday night. All ye critters, come join us. It's time to continue our flight. There is magic and mystery. Who knows what will happen? He might. But one thing's for sure, we never give up on the fight. From the healer to the renegade, we all share the same goal. Adding more allies, taking more chances. Hold your breath and roll.
You can certainly try.
It's Thursday night. All ye critters, come join us. It's time to continue our flight. There is magic and mystery. From darkness our friendship will rise. But one thing's for sure, we never give up on the fight. Oh, get ready. It's Thursday night.
And welcome back. So, last we left off, Bell's Hells here within the city of Eos, the city of flowing light, in search of information and individuals that they have been sent towards that are prominent members of the Grim Verity that may be able to provide some answers as to this growing ruidous mystery. Upon searching them out, you also discovered that there are elements of the Vasselheim temples that have sent sentries and adjudicators across the city searching for, you presume, those who stole the secrets that the Grim Verity currently hold.
We don't got those.
You also were assailed by a terrifying necromantic bird that seemed to, to be the long legendary shithead that in the past had harried and chased this poor automaton. After killing it and then watching it climb itself back up into the ground and then flying off into the distance, you begin to seek out where Ebnold Kai may have been, being told that he had not attended his classes and had kind of abandoned his post as a professor for a number of months. You managed to ascertain the information by charming, literally magically charming, one of the figures who works as a clerk at the seminary. They guided you to where he is supposedly set to live, but the house seemed to be closed up, and upon inspecting it, found that some elements of it were trapped and set up in a defensive way. Some of you masqueraded as gardeners for a while out front, while the others stealthed their way in before letting you in.
Excellent line work.
Upon searching the household, there was signs of life, but no individual to be found until you discovered a hidden passageway behind the kitchen wall that led to a basement in which the figures within managed to try and escape, created an arcane circle, and bamfed away. You gave chase and found yourself within the fire elemental plane. Actually, specifically within the home laboratory of Plane Rider Rin, who you met, along with Ebenold Kai and pretty much the current remaining members of the Grim Verity within the city that you know of. Dr. Baron Veshti show as well. Here you discovered some unique tidbits of hidden lore surrounding Ruidus, surrounding its creation, and surrounding the gods that no longer exist, the two that vanished in the long sealed tomes of Vasselheim, and the entity responsible for devouring them, Predathos, the entity that supposedly was sealed away when the moon was created as its prison and sent beyond the boundaries of Exandria, where it has slowly floated through the sky till this day. You also know that these strange machines, the one that you knew was being built within the Feywild long ago by a union between the Cerberus Assembly, Odahan Thul, and Iroh Wendagoth, the Nightmare King, apparently is but one of three. One that exists in the Shadow of Hell, and one that exists here in Exandria, within an excavation site that the seminary was currently overlooking before it was forced to cede control to the Assembly in recent months. Now, after discussing some possibilities on how to tackle any of these challenges with just a little over a week left before the solstice itself occurs, you were sent back into the basement of Ebenold Kai, and before you could exit out to see your next wave of fortunes, you heard a heavy impact from the inside of the house above, some footfalls, and some words. It seems the house is being stalked by individuals who are seeking others. And that's where we left off. Hearing the creaking of wood above and hearing the footfalls, and the one voice saying, "Did you see him? You smell him? Find them." Another voice goes, "Are you sure it knows what it's doing?" "Of course I do. I work with them all the time. Don't worry. It's under my control."
Wait, what did you say? What did he say?
Do we recognize either of those
I work
voices?
all the time. It's everything's under control.
It's under my control.
Did you say Ebenold?
No, it's under my control.
It's just a voice that you heard up there. It's
Do we
under my control.
recognize either of those voices?
You do not recognize the voices at all.
Lana, did you grab the rod of holding? I do. Can you put it in front of the door? Yeah.
Does the door open in? It does, right?
Yeah.
Great.
Very quietly. Click, click.
FCG, shut the fuck up!
I like to do sound effects for people.
I put it down. Oh, wait.
What?
Wait. Didn't the door swing this way?
It swung up.
Oh,
Yeah,
like a
but it's
DeLorean?
Oh, up
But it
and
would
out.
still be blocked.
Up and in.
Swinging up, right?
No, it was like
You
a
guys are on
DeLorean.
the inside.
It's like a
of that.
DeLorean.
Oh, it came
So it
out.
would not.
So then
Yeah.
put it on the top part.
Okay, wait, so
So we
let's
can't-
discuss backup plans. Maybe if they come down here, we could act like we've all been attacked brutally. Like we all fuck each other up real quick, and then we're like, "Oh, thank God you found us." Or we all just start fucking.
Wait, what?
That would make them
Yeah,
uncomfortable and they would leave.
and we just act like we are glad to see them, that they've uncovered some crazy orgy.
Be like, what's the password?
Yep.
Leave your keys in the bowl.
It's not like they're gonna keep coming. I mean, maybe it's their bag and then we all win. But maybe they get awkward and leave.
I think we still have all of our masks from the masquerade in Jusaw. If we wanted to, like, put the masks on.
bit?
Yeah, do a bit.
I love a good bit.
I mean,
I could use my tongue.
No!
It's not canon.
What is this?
Don't
I
touch
don't
it.
like how it feels at all.
Don't touch it.
I can use my tongue because I don't have any reproductive organs.
Or if
Just
people
use
are
one of your
feeling
attachments.
apprehensive, we can just fight each other. We can just attack each other.
Would you rather
We
me
need to make
use
you-
the buzzsaw, the hammer?
I thought you had like special attachments.
Oh.
We need to make you an
Those.
attachment.
I don't think I have those yet, but I could build one.
Are there any?
regardless,
Are there any fireplaces? Any other exits out of this basement that we can see, or we're outside of the
It
door?
is a simple storage basement. You can see there's two tables. There's like a smaller table with some chairs off to the side. It looks like this area has been both a meeting room as well as a kind of a transitional space in and out of the city. You can the smell in here. This is also the strong smell of sweat that you were smelling earlier. Some from the people, the Ebenold and Baron, but also just the room smells of just being lived in for a long time. Like this was
like
being,
old too.
yeah, kinda. This was definitely a holding spot to stay out of sight of people that are prying.
Call me my man. I got nothing. I gotta go to fire.
I got no fight.
Hinges on.
Yeah.
Are you still trying to figure out where to
If you
put
Right,
put it
I
at
did
the
not.
top,
Put it at
then
the
it
top.
can't. This part can't go.
Oh, that's a lot of. You're assuming a lot.
I'm 100% assuming so much, but I'm gonna do it anyway. If it fails, then it fails. I'm gonna put it like at the very top and see if
movable
maybe
garage.
it'll like stop
Like
the
garage
jam.
door?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It jams it.
Yeah, like in the very top crease.
Some garage doors, they have to come in to go up.
Most doors, if you open it up, it has to come in a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
But I'm just doing that to give us time to talk about the orgy we're gonna stage.
Wow. Okay.
Or we could just fight for our lives.
That seems.
I mean, I think that's the second step of the orgy, regardless.
Yeah.
Well, Ladna, as you having to go up the steps, I'd like to read a roll stealth check.
Can I just use my
Natural 20.
Select.
It could have been on any other roll, but it's on this one, and I'm gonna take it.
All
Roll
right.
for orgy.
As you quickly kind of dart up on the balls of your feet, up the roughly hewn stone steps, up to the back side of this hinged door that leads outward into the middle of the kitchen area.
grudge.
Yeah.
Scurrying up at the top, you can see there's like two kind of bolt hinges that kind of hold it in place on the inside of where you are. So that way it kind of folds outward that way. Make a perception check for me.
Already used. It's 20. 10.
10. Okay. You listen around, you can just hear some footsteps kind of moving through the house.
No, 11.
Okay. You hear some footsteps going through the house here and there. There isn't an intent to be quiet. If anything, the steps are intentionally heavy. Occasionally you hear a voice say, I don't hear anything. Not upstairs, at least, though. You sure you saw these people enter, right? Well, it's what it says it saw. So, you're putting. How are you placing this rod? What are you?
Just no way this works. We're trying.
Probably not. Probably not.
Is there like a locking mechanism?
You
on
said
it?
it was. There's no locking mechanism from the inside, I'm guessing.
No, it doesn't look like there
Is
is.
there a handle or
You said there's a handle.
There is a handle. There's a handle on the side that you're at.
Wait, there is a handle? You said there's a handle?
Like if somebody were to try to like hold it from this side or to pull it taut against the wall, it can be tugged from the inside.
Oh.
Big enough to slide.
Yeah, can I slide in between, like the handle and the door?
You could.
I do that.
Okay.
Boom.
Yeah.
Like where it's like, but
handle,
through the
right?
handle and like against the wall next to the door, so where it's like, to where it's like jammed,
60 pounds.
and not just like through the handle on the door.
Well,
You're changing how she's
No,
doing
I'm
this?
just saying for clarification for my visualization.
the handle is in the center of the door. Yeah,
So you can't like wedge it on the edge of the.
correct. It's meant to just pull it flush from the inside.
Got it.
All right.
This door goes both ways.
I start taking clothes off.
Is that for the one where we're beaten up or the one where we're beating off?
I don't know. I'm open to anything.
Okay.
I back down.
You hear a heavy impact. It sounds like a piece of wooden furniture, tall, ends up being thrown onto the ground somewhere within the building. And you hear various books and other accoutrements and decor hitting and tumbling to the ground. They're definitely overturning the place.
I'm gonna detect thoughts.
Smart.
I'm gonna go towards the door as well and detect thoughts.
Okay. Let me go ahead and confirm one thing about detect thoughts.
Oh, he's got to confirm if gods have thoughts. Because there are two gods up there.
I'm gonna say it.
No, there it is. Okay. You sense 4 presences within the house.
That's half a hump.
3 of them are kind of in immediate proximity, and one of them is moving around rapidly. Like, you sense it kind of upstairs, then over here, then upstairs, and back downstairs.
Does it feel intelligent?
It feels like it has an intelligence, yeah.
Okay.
Are there any like lines or sorry,
Easy.
frog,
Right.
like a little like gaps in the door jamb to where like a spider could crawl through?
On the very, very bottom, it looks like there could be a very small spot for that, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna take out Pate.
He can become a spider.
He has shape change.
What?
Yes, he does. And I'm gonna tell him you have to be fucking quiet.
Okay, I will.
Too loud.
Really quiet.
I need you to go spider. Okay. And then crawl through. And I'm gonna be your eyes, alright?
Right.
Look through. Follow the action.
I've never done this before. It's so cool.
Bring the action.
The wings, like the rib-like wings kind of curl back in as the whole form kind of swirls into this slight, almost like black mucousy bulb. As it hits the ground, it turns into smoke and vanishes, leaving right there in its space where it was this tiny dark spider with like the insiest little bit of a bone-like head to it.
Fucking awesome. He's so great. He's so cute.
It skitters out into the door and you can begin to concentrate. Okay.
I'm gonna hold on to her back.
Go for it.
Sorry. Can I detect the thoughts of any other people that I sensed?
You have to see them to detect their thoughts. You can sense them.
Why does it say on the spell? Once you detect a presence of a creature in this way, you can read its thoughts.
Oh, that is the bottom one.
Yeah.
I misunderstood. This spell, man, it's got a lot to it. You're right. So, okay, so which one's...
Whatever's closest to me.
Okay. Order of operations here. So, spider's heading to the door. You
Mine's
take the
super
thoughts.
quick. Orm is just positioning on the bottom of the stairs, trained on the door, ready to fight.
Hey, you have the Wild Nail shirt on! Oh, sorry.
Ready to be the first one to deal with a problem if it comes
Got
up.
it.
I'm going to sympathetically, I'm going to bind myself to Laudna and Imogen. I think, do I do 3 now?
You may, I believe so, on your sheet, unless it says otherwise.
And Orm.
Okay, confirm that if you'd like to.
You make it yet? No. Chat.
Look with your eyes.
He's over there fluffing himself.
Just all alone in the
Where are
corner,
your
just
hands,
kidding.
Chat? Oh, there they are. That's not bad.
It's weird, right?
Okay.
Okay.
The one closest to you, just the surface feelings, the thoughts that kind of come your way are, this better not have been a waste of time. Been waiting too long for nothing. I'm getting sick of standing out here.
All right.
As the spider crawls out, you see one figure stepping into the kitchen. It appears to be humanoid, at a quick glance, half-elf. Kind of very thin in the face with a bit of like I want to say like a handlebar mustache that curls up into almost like a stonewall beard, but well trimmed on the sides. Long, thin brown hair that kind of frames the face, wearing bits of like leather like leather shoulder armor and these long kind of deep maroon and gray robes. They look like they're well dressed. And they're kind of glancing in the kitchen with intent. They begin to kind of like curl down and look underneath the central table.
Signal to Imogen.
You can tell me
Takes a...
with your brain powers.
I tell Imogen with my brain powers what I see.
Pulls a long curved blade and like begins like poking underneath the tables and the pieces of furniture in the kitchen. Roll a perception check for Pate.
For Pate?
Mm-hmm.
Is that I'm using his stuff?
Mm-hmm.
His wisdom?
Yes.
16 total.
Okay.
He's better at it than Frumpkin.
Cool.
Pate also picks up this occasional sound from upstairs. This, and then suddenly, there's this like rush of air, and you see this somewhat corporeal form. You can just barely make out through his eyesight and hear the sound of it, like this sudden cluster of a centralized located whirlwind just and kind of sits there and rests for a second. You can almost see the bulky humanoid form made entirely of swirling air kind of stand at the middle of the entryway into the kitchen. You see this almost sense of a face, and it kind of like...
I gesture to let's go down the stairs.
I guide her down because you're blind,
Yes, I
right?
am.
Oh God, I'm gonna try to guide her down very stealthily down the steps.
Okay.
This is stealth.
I'd like for you to roll stealth check.
And
Can
you
I-
beat a 19.
Oh, it's a bonus action. Forget it.
Guidance. Can you? But you have to touch me for guidance. I am.
Do you want to roll a stealth check to get to her?
Do I want to what?
You gotta
You have
walk
to roll
up the
stealth check
stairs.
to
You
get
have
to
to
her.
walk up the stairs.
I
and then
can
bang the
can
knives.
give her a boost remotely, but I think it's a bonus action, so it's not a reaction.
9.
A 9.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, so you slowly begin to descend the steps. You immediately begin to hear the metallic ching, ching, ching of hanging silverware and weapon or knives and cookware clinging into each other, and the sound of air beginning to pick up within the kitchen, and you hear a voice go, "Oh, did you see something? You smell something? Where you smell it, boy? Show us." It's very loud, and you can see dust beginning to kind of like push through the bottom of the doorway. Like there's a change of air pressure between the two rooms.
Oh, fuck.
I have Pate make an athletics check using the spider's physical strength.
No.
Are you using the spider's physical?
Yes.
Oh,
Use
fucking
those
spider.
grippy feet, buddy.
Roll a d20 and do -5.
-2.
You have this brief moment where as the wind begins to pick up, this hulking mass of swirling wind kind of sits in the center of the kitchen. All of the various implements and contained spices and other things that you would see normally in a kitchen are rattling and moving around, many of them being pulled off and swirling within it and scattering off. You see blades like to the side of the walls after it gets pulled in and flung out. And Pate is grasping the side of the table best he can, his little spider body. Before
6 legs in the air.
and gets whipped up into the whirlwind and is just like swirling around inside. Just yeah, it's very disorienting you for a second.
But he's all right.
So far.
He's all right.
Do you maintain your concentration?
Yes.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh God! Don't barf on me.
Because of nausea.
Jesus, this
the
is
vertigo of swirling around.
Just straight con
That's a
save.
bad VR game, dude.
Oh, the worst.
Cocked.
Ooh. Can I give her a little boost, a little bonded blessing?
If you want to, yeah.
I'll give her a bonded blessing.
What does that mean?
So you get a D6. It's like a little inspiration.
Oh.
You can spend it now if you like.
Oh, good.
Okay, I
just
just
waste
missed.
my fucking thing.
Yeah, immediately.
8.
8.
Oh, no.
You
Just a tiny little.
Just a little upchuck, and you.
Oh.
The more you concentrate, Pate is on a whirlwind ride indefinitely.
I'm sorry.
Is it just dust?
In your head, it's all right. I'll clean it. I got it. I take my little scarf off and start cleaning up her mouth. You're still just like out of it, right? You're still.
I can break
break.
I'll break it. I'll break
Okay.
it because I can always check back in.
You break it as you're cleaning her up and going down the steps. The wind, like the heavy wind of the room, gets a little quieter and calmer.
This is when we start fucking.
The wall.
Still holding it back.
Oh shit!
Oh god.
Maybe both.
We're fucked, guys. That's it.
Fighting against the current rod there. The dust picks up underneath the door a bit. That was a low stealth roll. I'm so sorry.
No, are we dead? Are we fucking?
What if one of us is a distraction? Like I could just take off and run and make them chase me. You guys can get away.
How are you gonna get past that? This is a doorway. You gotta
I'm a
get.
fucking werewolf. What do you think?
What if they just want to talk?
They don't want to talk.
Everyone needs to talk. It can help your insides and your outsides.
Talk or run or fight? What do you think?
Run.
Run? Okay.
Through the full doorway?
I'll run.
The dust begins to heavily push out
See how far I get.
as the wind presses beneath the gap at the bottom of the door.
Oh no, we're fucking. We're fucking.
And
All right.
here at the top of the stairway, you watch
I
as
cast light and spotlight on them.
so okay, hold on. What's happening?
Yes, Fern takes off her dress.
You
Okay,
wear
ready to go.
clothes.
I even have legs.
Okay. As
Just watching Fern.
an 8.5, 9-foot air elemental apparates from underneath the door and fills the entirety of the chamber. Little Pate. The inside.
Included? Came in for the ride?
I ripped my blouse off. I'm panicking.
I'm shining spotlights everywhere.
I'm running up the stairs. And halfway up the stairs, I'm going to turn into
Okay, so
werewolf.
you run out to the stairs, and this entity is right there.
Panic, take off.
We're gonna have to go on initiative.
Oh, this combat is brought to you by WizKids Minis. The Vox Machina box set is available for pre-order. Find these and many more Critical Role minis at wizkids.io/CR minis and your local game store.
All that plan
So wait,
talk.
Fern
with a
and I's
bunch of
titties
bullshit.
are out.
Maybe this is
We're gonna fight with our tits out.
maybe this is a super horny air elemental.
You guys are all in here, I guess.
Oh, Orm's at the bottom of the stairs.
No, we'd be,
Yeah, so Orm,
we'd
you're right.
be at the stairs.
Yeah,
We'd be
you
in
were at the
Laudna
stairs.
At the bottom of the stairs.
But were you lowering yourself down? You said as you were
Coming
descending.
down the stairs,
Right.
yeah.
So as this thing was coming through, were you then leaving the chamber, or you were staying on the stairs?
I think we were at the bottom of the stairs, weren't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Orm
I'll
would
be
have
in
navigated.
between, Imogen and Fern.
Orm would have navigated around them as Wheezy is because I was waiting for this at the bottom of the stairs, so he lets them by. So I'll be in the front until Chet busts past buck naked.
Okay, so you're gonna be right there, and Chetney, move this out of the way just for the ease of viewing. So that's rushing by.
You fuckers.
I'm next to Fern, underlighting her underboob.
Okay. Good lighting, good lighting, good lighting.
Okay. There's Laudna rushing
Just the
in.
scariest lighting. Oh my God.
As you're transforming, you said?
Scary story flashlight.
Alrighty.
Don't I look hot?
All right.
Oh boy, it's
As
cramped.
this- It is cramped. It's the basement.
So big.
You see its eyes almost glow with this like dull, angry, furious, elemental, arcane power. As the rest of you rush down inside, Orm, you're right there with the shield and sword at the ready. You're about to leap as the transforming, partially nude.
Okay, I got my briefs on.
Okay, there you go. Chetney comes rushing by, rushing up to the top. For initiative on this. Okay, that's.
Has it been more than a minute since all this started? Probably, right?
Since all this started, yeah. You guys have all been kind of quietly listening and taking some time with it, so. 25 to 20.
24.
Oh,
Nice.
Is it?
20 to 15. 15 to 10.
Come on. You better start it off right. Whatever you do, we'll follow.
10 to 5.
9.
All right, Colin, so
Who's got a higher dex, Laudna or Imogen?
I think I've got a higher deck,
but I'm not sure.
My dex is 14. Plus 2.
Mine is plus 2 as well.
roll.
Roll A's.
Please.
Jeez.
Well, it's
wow.
too bad that was so close.
Yeah, 'cause it's
I wasted it on a rollies. Natural 20.
Never when it's on a roll.
Okay, so Imogen, then Laudna, then Chetney.
Yep.
7 for me. What were you?
I've got a 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
And Fern, what's your dexterity?
Mine is. My dexterity is a plus 2. It's a 14.
Okay, so listen to going before you.
Someone come before me? The windmen?
Yes. And then
2. Allison, we miss you.
I know.
Oh god.
Well, Orem, you're up first as you see the wolven form of Chetney begin to emerge as it tries to rush past you up the stairs. You are there standing, shield at the ready, blade, and this creature, while it was kind of in an investigatory mode, now begins to see that there is something below here and is preparing itself to hold the line. What are you going to do?
And there's no way by, right? The door is still there, immovable, rotted shut.
The door is still there, movable, rotted shut currently, yes.
Shit. And what's the demeanor of this thing? Is it just like hovering, waiting, or
It's just now like formed out, and it's just noticing you there, and you see like its eyes begin to flash in intensity as it begins to recognize that indeed it's found what it thought it was smelling.
okay? Then, at the moment,
It's not too late for plan fucking.
Or fighting, or whatever.
plan fucking. You want to fuck in initiative order.
I'll hold my turn.
2023.
I'm gonna take like a couple of steps up the stairs past Chetney, hold an attack, and say, I'm gonna hold an attack if it gets within range attacking me, and I'm gonna look up and say, invite only.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh, I hit my knee! Oh my god! Oh god! Oh,
Okay.
it hurts! Oh, but it's so funny!
I'm holding an attack.
You're holding an attack,
Yes.
ready, and saying invite only.
Invite only.
Okay. So that's gonna be your turn.
Yep.
Next up is Imogen with Laudna on deck.
Our son will see this one day.
Don't say that.
No, I won't. It's too many hours.
I have
No,
a
they'll
wind
clip it.
sound I can put on here.
Think of that one.
What was the sound, boys? We're just getting started.
Oh, yeah!
Boy.
We go. We're fully committed to fucking.
We are?
Yeah.
Wait, repeat for Ashley what you just said.
What was the sound up there, boys? We're just getting started.
Oh!
man, Matt, thanks for preparing all that deep lore last game. It's so rich and deep.
Yep.
We'll see how deep it gets before the episode's done.
Oh, wow.
All right, so
Wait,
the depths.
wait.
I will say make a deception check
Okay.
just for the hell of it.
Do I give
she have
her advantage
advantage?
because of the invite only?
And because
No,
our
because you're
titties
standing
are
in an
out?
aggressive way with weapons out.
No, I'm acting like the guard for the orgy. I'm the doorman.
Clearly.
Okay.
Clearly.
So,
Duh.
okay, got you. Okay, I would like you to make a deception check as well.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Both of you.
I rolled a 24.
Yeah!
24.
I rolled a 5.
Okay, so then I'm counting these up.
I wanted to give you advantage.
Okay, so that's your own action. You're gonna shout that phrase out, and that's your turn.
Hold on, let me look at just one little second. Yes, and I'll start to unbutton my vest.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Just a small town girl.
Lana, your turn.
Never been no.
I pull out the trashy scry ball and I toss it to FCG. And I say,
Oh my god.
Don't do it.
we have to hurry. We're late for our session.
What? What does that even mean?
I don't know, but I'm gonna roll with it.
Yes, and.
Just webcamming a bit. It's
I'm
great.
gonna hold it and aim it towards her. And shine the lights on her.
For her only heroes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll a deception check.
I love this so much.
Because this is a context everyone in this world understands.
Yeah, yes. Don't fuck me, Gil. Natural 1.
All right, that's 2 in that court.
Yeah.
All
Sure,
right.
this is all just confusing.
So, Imogen, is that your turn? Are you gonna stay put?
That's Laudna.
Sorry, Lana. Sorry.
New Year,
I don't know why it
same
happens.
shit.
I do.
Sorry.
I do too. Yeah.
I mean, it's
why.
permissible right now.
I don't know
There's some
why.
brain wire.
My apologies.
Cross it.
Yes, that's my turn.
Alrighty.
Oh, God.
Okay, Chetney.
I'm gonna hold my attack, and I'm gonna turn halfway up the staircase and prepare to descend and say,
Oh, wait. It wasn't a 1.
What was it, a 7?
No, it was a 19.
Wait,
I saw
what?
it wrong. I think, right?
"That's a 19." Was that was?
I don't think I touched
Wait,
it.
how
now
did
it
you
says-
go?
Now
How
I
did you
don't
think
know.
it was?
Now I don't know. Never mind. Just move on.
Too late now. Move on.
Fuck.
How did
It's
you
like-
think it was a 1? It was a 19.
It's hard to see with the reflection.
They're very hard to read on the guild dice. That was like the first guild die ever.
It's also a bit of that's a
Well, the challenge
sturdy-
here is the 19 is next to the 1.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
We'll go
know.
with the 1.
Yeah.
So that was what was initially there.
Okay.
Regardless, Chetney.
I'll hold my attack in case an enemy comes near, and I'll turn around on the stairs and face down, and I'll say,
Okay, I'm waiting for my action. Let me know when to enter the scene. I'm here to fix your pool. Is that my cue?
Make a deception check.
Oh, God.
The voice goes out.
17, 18.
Okay.
Okay. It is now the air elemental's turn.
Okay.
A voice from behind the wall, as the wall's now like it's being like knocked back and forth against the strain of the rod. Voice goes,
What do you see? What's down there? I'm hearing voices.
"Open it up! Open it up!" And the door's impacting. The elemental kind of like if a creature without a neck could tilt its head confused, kind of like its arms go behind it and it darts at an arc, and with a little bit of space there is, it seems to stretch, almost like the abyss liquid head, but made of air, over the top of you, over the top of Chet, to into this chamber, and it's kind of like floating up right towards the ceiling, and this edge kind of taking in the vicinity. The wind, by the way, in this room is starting to whip around it. Bits of dust and scraps of burlap and old dried grains and dust and rocks are just being tossed in the small cloud in the room around it as it does, and just kind of sits there.
I didn't know we rented a wind machine for this one. Oh.
I'm a big bright shining star. I'm a big bright shining star.
It's not attacking yet. It looks like it is trying to ascertain what the fuck this is, and 2 is asserting dominance within the chamber.
There's like 3 arguably better plans, and this was the one.
Fern, you're up.
You're good at deception, right?
And you're naked.
I'm just full naked. My deception's fine. I am going to. I'm gonna produce flame, and I'm just gonna like rave dance, just like like.
Are you acknowledging the giant wind creature that just?
Not at all.
Okay.
I'm just lighting,
Like those burlesque
dancing.
performances
Yes,
from, like,
dancing
the
around
20s?
Laudna, giving her the light. Behind her, interpretive dancing, shimmying.
This is the most unique initiative.
Don't know what's happening.
Okay.
Shimmying, but I will hold an action if he attacks.
Okay. What are you holding?
I'm holding my. I'm holding my Caleb's produced flame. So if he does something, I'm gonna foof it at him.
You got it.
Paint this, Larry Elmore.
All right.
Just dancing.
Yes, please.
Make a deception check.
Okay. Danceception. Oh, she's going to another rack of dice.
Come here. 15.
15. Okay. The creature seems confused.
Okay. Then our work is done.
Not bad.
FCG.
I'm gonna scoot forward, scoot back a little, and be like, I'm rolling.
Tell the truth.
And then I'll say, hey, Windy boy, you're ruining my shot. Can you do that in the back corner, please, to get the hair of the girls going? And I'm gonna just point him to the back of the.
Oh, the pool boy's here? Is that the line?
Not yet.
Make a deception check. I'm inclined for
Can you guide yourself?
disadvantage
Can you guide
based on the
yourself?
pun, but
Too
no.
late. I also rolled a 1.
No! That was it.
The creature just kind of stands there, kind of looming down upon all of you. You hear the heavy impacts of the door jammed against the movable rod that you've placed.
Yeah.
Before you begin to hear the sound of some heavy-weighted instrument or weapon is carving through the wooden door false wall. As it's happening, this entity, this creature, just seemed to be kind of like standing there, and it just kind of shifts around and is untrustingly so, just staying nearby.
Okay.
Oh, God.
It's kind of just placing itself immediately in the proximity. Large kind of hammer-like fists that loom off the side of swirling, impacting air. Eventually the door splinters through, and you watch. Especially the two of you are still by the steps unless you want to move.
No. No.
We're taking this all the way to the bank.
Committed.
All the way.
Commit.
As it kind of splinters through and someone pushes by, and you can see the rod is holding itself there, but now the door is broken partially around it, and they kind of push past and pull it back in with splinters as they yank it backward. While this is happening, what do you all do?
Oh, we get more stuff?
Is there anything else you want to change, manipulate?
I'm gonna wiggle myself to the bottom of the stairs.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay, as you begin to wiggle towards the stairs, the creature puts its windy arm out and prevents you from moving.
No touch, no touch, no touch, no touch.
Are you the intimacy coordinator?
Yeah.
You see, both of you who are at the top of the steps, as a splinter of the wooden board gets pulled away and torn to the side, you see a figure begin to look through. It looks to be this kind of half-elven, thin man with the long, thin hair and the kind of dark crimson and gray robes with the leather armor. Looks by.
What's going on down here? What's this?
Private party. Can I help you?
And moves past, and you see another figure standing behind him that begins to approach.
I need an invitation if you're gonna come through here. You got one?
I don't need an invitation where I walk. Get inside, up against the wall. I've got some questions.
Who can I say is calling?
Interested parties as to the owner of this house.
Can't let you in here.
Well, I'm not going to leave that answers.
Well, I'm right here.
All right. As you're there in that transformed form.
Are we holding the roll?
Still rolling. Back to one.
Still outside the door? Or is he
He's like pushed past it. There's just like a slight gap where he's able to like squeeze past. And is now standing at the top of the stairs looking down. The wind's still whipping from inside the chamber outward. The rest of you kind of being held down by this entity, just kind of consuming that center of the entryway there, preventing anyone from leaving without being pulled back.
If you could just wait until the scene is over. I get performance anxiety.
Who are you? Why are you here?
You can walk, or you can fight.
I didn't put the rules forward, so that's on you.
Mirror image.
Whip out Grasping Vine and pull the fucker down the stairs.
Okay, so now we are back at the top of the initiative order, which you are at the top of the initiative order.
Okay.
So the figure.
It's the porn production company.
Oh, shit. Yes, that's it. That's the end of it.
Akapi Industries.
We could
diversify.
We could just also be filming a porn while we fight.
Oh, a fight porn.
The entity is a dexterity saving throw?
category.
Yep.
Correct. That is not going to succeed. That is a 2. Double check one thing here. If there was just some rough rolls there, it was a hard sell, but it was possible for something weird. Fails the saving throw and immediately gets pulled down the steps right up into your face.
With Seedling waiting.
Okay, so go ahead.
So I'll just catch him on the first.
It's
looking for us.
That is.
We got this through Film LA. Yes.
Come on, D&D Beyond. Come on.
We have a permit.
That is. D&D Beyond is not cooperating. That's a 20 to hit.
20 to hit does indeed hit.
And I'm gonna make that a. Oh boy, a trip attack. So they have to make a strength save and beat a 16.
No, that is a 13.
Okay, so they're going down with this one.
It gets pulled towards you. You sweep with the strike and knock the legs out from under them as they hit onto the steps.
All right, so that's 12 damage on
12
that
damage.
slash. So I yank him down, catch him on the blade, and then kick into his shin to bring him down to face plant on the stairs. And as soon as he's down, he's prone at advantage. Bring it into his not lethal, but into the side gut, and that definitely hits. That is a 24.
24, that hits, yeah.
Yeah, and we'll make this nope, we'll just make it an attack. So that is, 4 plus, that's 10 damage.
10 damage, you got it.
I'm just gonna hold.
Maintains concentration. All right, so you just strike twice, knocking them onto the side of the steps as they roll down. You slash a second time, kind of catching them off guard as they're on the steps and trying to get back to their knee.
Does the grasping vine? It says until the spell ends, and it's up to a minute. You can direct the vine, so it's coming out of like my shield hand or sword hand.
Sword hand.
And I've got it right, so it's there for a minute.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Now it pulls towards you and then releases. It doesn't like restrain or anything.
But I still have it.
But you
right?
still have it.
Okay.
As long as you maintain concentration.
Yep.
All right. You stay put.
No, I'll bop down the steps by Chetney.
Okay. So you go ahead and shift down to the bottom of the steps next to Chetney there.
Yep.
All right. So with that, Chetney, you're situated right there. But, however, there are two other figures that are pushing through that are next in initiative. One of the figures begins to squeeze through. You see a woman in a similar kind of garb, less robed, more like dark red and gray, studded leather armor, kind of a half cloak to the back, and what looks to be two blades that are being drawn as she kind of deftly squeezes through, rushes down the steps, and kind of vaults over the friend of hers, the ally that is now on the ground and kind of pulling out of the vine, leaps down towards the two of you, blades out, and as she lands over here, she kind of gets right into the melee range of both of you.
Damn, they're not looking for us. We're gonna fight these people.
He's gonna go ahead and take 2 strikes, one with each blade, one towards each of you, one towards each. That is going to be a 25 against you, Chetney.
It hits.
For
sure it hits.
Actually, no, sorry. It would be 5. 10 points of slashing damage, reduced to 5.
Thank you.
And then against you, Orem, natural 20.
Ooh, okay.
That is going to be 9 points of slashing damage, rolled shitty on the damage die.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on here, but it's freaking weird. He kind of looks past the two of you to the rest of the group on the inside by the elemental, and kind of just, with a confused look on her face, raises a heavy brow, and then steels herself. With that, the next individual is going to go ahead and dart down, and squeezing through, and it's going to just kind of hold the top of the steps right there.
God, this is so packed.
Kind of made a pincer point there. As they kind of rush through. Actually, you know what? No, they're going to stay at the top of the steps instead. They kind of squeeze through at the very top point there, pull a heavy crossbow out from behind, and just kind of aim downward, and it's going to go ahead and take a volley. And then and just fires multiple heavy crossbow bolts. It's going to be in order to 10 feet of a point. So it's going to take a shot at the three of you right there. One against each. One against
Who are the three?
Orem, Chetney, and you,
me?
Imogen. So it's going to be a 12 against you.
Okay, that's a miss.
Natural 1 against you, Imogen.
Nice.
And then a natural 20 against you, Chetney.
Yeah.
That's going to be... Shit, rolling really bad. That's 8 points of piercing damage to you, reduced to 4.
Okay. Great.
And just kind of like stealing in from behind. The figure on the ground hasn't gone yet, but is currently in the process of trying to get up.
Get up.
Okay.
Are we doing
Are we
this?
sure we want to fight in a basement?
Well, they're fighting us. I mean, what else are we gonna do?
Well, we could say we've rented the basement. We don't live here looking for the owners of the
Yeah,
house.
that's my plan.
Me too. I'm committing to the bit.
We're committed.
Committing to the
We're
bid?
fully committed.
No, we're not committed yet. It's one attack and a bunch of them.
Okay, so next up in line
What was
is
the order?
Imogen.
I don't either.
Oh, I'm gonna I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are you the owners? We didn't see anybody come in for such a long time. We thought the house was empty. I'm so sorry.
As the bolt into the ground right before you, and the figure that entered here, currently pulling the vines off of its body that retract back to the blade that Orm is holding, kind of gets up and starts glancing over in your direction.
It's just so hard to find a place to do this kind of stuff, you know?
Make a directed deception check against a non-elemental entity that has some societal context as to what you're referring to.
Sure.
You kept the creature at bay from immediately going aggressive, as it was waiting for its associates to arrive, but now you're talking to an intellectual individual. Roll a deception check for me.
Come on.
God damn it.
No, come on!
She's laughing
The
'cause
gods, the dice gods just really didn't want us to do this bit.
A
I'm really
natural
good at
one.
deception.
Okay.
I rolled a one.
So you say this as you rush forward, and the figure means and goes. For a second, kind of glances over at this scene and goes. And then this is a very strange misunderstanding. I didn't. And then sees you with your partially open shirt, and looks at you and your arms and your wrists. What are those markings?
Oh.
Take them now!
No, I'm gonna bonus action.
Okay.
Misty step.
Okay, where are you misty stepping?
Top of the steps.
Top of the steps. Okay.
Oh no, we're running.
So now, let me get the other bell.
Are we now running? Are we now running?
This continued WizKids combat cam is brought to you by WizKids. Oh, you can still go.
guys.
What the fuck?
Oh, beautiful.
WizKids.io/CR minis, where you can get
So
minis
here-
like these.
This is the basement.
Why is this so big? Oh my god.
So with that, you misty step, and you're apparating now. This door is busted open into the kitchen.
Cool.
And you appear on the opposite side in the kitchen, glancing into the steps that lead below.
Okay.
This actually has been overturned too, onto the ground.
Oh, that was the piece of furniture.
So, that's your bonus action and your action. You still have your movement if you like.
Okay, I'm gonna
landscaping
I'm gonna move and run out the
many
kitchen
really
and hide behind the wall on the other side.
Okay, so
It's really out of hand.
40 feet what you got there at the top steps. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
done now, right? It's
30.
done now?
That's about as far as you can get the rest of your movement.
No, we're
I can't hide behind the wall.
Unfortunately, no, it gets you just past that point.
Okay.
That's where you are.
All right.
All right, and Imogen's turn. That now brings us to Laudna. You watch Imogen just, as the leader now has definitely made up their mind as to whether or not this ruse is effective. What are you gonna do?
My scene partner! And then I transform a dread.
That is.
Naked Laudna, form of dreads.
Oh God.
Yes.
Saggy
What
titties,
have you
father
done?
in
What
wind.
have you done?
That's some Wicked City shit right there, is what that is.
And then, as my neck cranes, and then my shoulder blades rupture out of my body, I am going to then cast Spider Climb on myself. I'm going to leap onto the ceiling and Spider Climb out after Imogen.
Okay. As you do that, the elemental is going to take a slam attack at you as you leave its attack range. That's not great. That is going to be a.
And I have a mirror image up.
Yep, that's going to be a 10 to hit.
Miss.
It goes and rolled a 2. It swings wide as you leap up out of its grasp and then just skitter across. As you head out towards the top, the two other entities see you who didn't see you. They're at the top of the stairs. The only one that kind of glanced at you would be the one that got tripped by you, but even then was more focusing on you vanishing and looking over its shoulder as you disappeared into the hall behind as it heard your footsteps leave through the kitchen. It looks back just as you skitter across the ceiling. You hear all of them in unison go, "Ah!" This is a smallish area, so you will be kind of cruising over them. They will get attacks of opportunity as they move past. At least not the one that's on the ground. So the one that's in the robes will not be able to strike you. But the one that at the top, or both the other two get one strike at you as you go by.
Right.
The one with the two blades that's next to Chetney and Orem is going to go ahead and strike at you for that is 16.
Hit. Except it doesn't. Mirror image, one down.
Which there's multiples of you now skittering across the ceiling. One of them filters out. The one at the top is holding the crossbow. Does not, it's its turn, so it can't actually make one because it's still holding the heavy crossbow, doesn't have its weapon drawn, so it just kind of like leans out of the way as you skitter past out into the kitchen.
This is why you should support sex workers.
That'll put you right here at the top of there, and you are, we'll say you're on the ceiling, so you're about there.
Oh, God.
At the top. All right, that finishes your go. This got really weird, really fast.
Oh, yeah.
Jenny, you're up.
Yes, it did. Man. Yes, it did.
Yeah. So we're all scattering, right?
I guess.
I don't know. Getting out of the basement. At least getting out of the basement. Oh, is there someone else up there? Fuck!
What?
There's so many people!
No.
Oh, that's a thing.
That's a statue. That's a statue.
What, right here?
Yes.
Who's that over there?
We don't know. We're not there.
Oh, that's Imogen. All right. Oh, and that's a statue. All right, good.
As far as we know, look at this.
We don't
That's
know.
that's adjudicator.
We don't know. We don't know.
We don't know.
Is there anybody on the ground floor of the basement below the wind monster? I can't see.
No, there's nobody near the wind monster that's an enemy in this circumstance.
Okay.
The three that you can see are all pretty much on the stairs, or the one that's right by you at the bottom of the stairs. They're all like in the small hallway. It's very cramped and cluttered.
Okay, I'll run up to the top of the stairs as a fucking giant werewolf. And is one of them grasped to the ground or just prone?
Just prone, getting up. There is one at the top of the steps that is currently blocking the way. You'll have to try and make, in your wolf form, try and make an acrobatics check to get by.
Can I try a shove?
Yeah, you can.
Can I try and shove him off the top of the stairs down?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So you run past, up the stairs, kind of leaping over the prone one towards the one that's currently dropping the crossbow and going for a blade now that it's kind of seeing kind of the situation within here. The one that has the two blades out now already uses reaction to attack her, so it doesn't get an opportunity to attack. As you rush towards, you would make a contested athletics check against the one at the top who is pulling his blade out and goes, shit! As you reach out and grab towards it. So
I get advantage because of hybrid strength.
You do indeed.
Okay. 17 plus 3 for 20.
Oh, yeah, easily. You grab the front of the armor and goes falling down to the bottom of the steps and is not prone at the base.
Amazing.
And you, running that is 5, 10, 15, 20 feet will get you right up at the top there.
God, everyone's leaving me.
Yeah, I'll use the, if that's 20 or 25, I'll use the rest of the 15 just to go into the kitchen a little bit more and open up the doorway so I'm not, clogging up the work.
You got it. You're now in the center of the kitchen. That finishes your turn. It is now the elemental's turn. The elemental, which is going to go ahead and dart, stretching itself out and whips through at an incredible speed.
Oh, wow.
Can move 90 feet. Fly speed as it cruises through.
Wow.
Holy shit. Woo, that's a blowjob.
Oh, okay.
80. It gets about there. Now, because it did swip through the area, Fern, Orem, Chetney, everyone except for FCG gets an attack of opportunity if they want to take it.
Oh, cool.
All of us?
I'm more of a manager.
I'm more of a manager.
Those are just like regular basic attacks, right?
Yeah. Unless you have
19 for me.
Like Warcaster.
24 to hit.
24 hits.
No, 20 for me, excuse me.
20 hits.
6, but I don't have any rights up. That falls.
6.
No.
8 points of slashing damage.
I guess why not?
I'm gonna make mine a goading attack too, so it has to beat a wisdom save.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's 10 points of slashing damage.
10?
Excuse me, a whopping.
That's okay.
No.
No.
100%.
It rolls a 15 on its wisdom saving throw.
Fail.
It fails.
Fails.
Yeah,
So,
so-
it attacks anybody else, disadvantage, and it takes 15 points of slashing damage unless it's got some.
You've got it. Okay. So now off the other side, lands there, taking a couple of hits in the way. Kind of Imogen, as you rush into the chamber, kind of looking over your shoulder, you hear the
Is that fast?
and the wind picks up and it coasts overhead, and the stream of wind reforms into the entity there as it's going to attempt to slam you twice with its fists.
Disadvantage.
That's going to be a 21 to hit.
Is that disadvantage?
Disadvantage, right. Thank God. All right, so that brings it to 14.
I got mage armor up.
Yay!
So now, first one weaknesses.
Shut up.
And a 13. That goading attack is saving you. And it's like kind of distracted momentarily, like looking past you while it swings at you. And the one would have hit you, but that arcane field just manages to strike up and push it away in time. No impact actually finding your body. Finishing its turn, the elementalist over here is going to get up.
That's an elemental?
Elementalist.
Oh, elementalist.
He's controlling it.
Cool.
Angrily gets up and goes, "Oh, what is even happening down here?" And
Agreed.
is going to
Physical expression.
Let's see. They are going to. They're going to step past here, kind of like stepping over its friends, scoot past its ally to the back wall, kind of looking into this space. Get the others before they escape! And bringing its hand forward, it pulls this orb from inside its robe, and as it brings it forward, this like
shoot.
the somewhat cloudy crystal begins to turn a bright blue, and as it does, you watch as the air around it begin to just immediately form these icicles off the base of it, as it kind of holds it before, spins it, and then blows into the sphere. A massive blast of freezing energy
It's going to us.
out into the chamber there. I need
Nips!
FCG, Fern, and you arm to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, my dick.
There!
Ooh, I got rolled a 1, so I'm re-rolling. Much better.
What do we, Constitution?
Constitution
I have
save.
advantage against spells and other magical effects?
You do have advantage on this, yeah.
Thank God.
Not good. 10!
26 points of cold damage. He
13?
rolled really bad. 26 points of cold damage.
21.
And you take 13 points of cold damage. As immediately this...
Other effects other than?
No.
Okay.
And he rolled really bad on damage. It's like 1, fuck. So, suddenly the entire interior of this room is flash frozen around you. The ground itself is covered in crystalline ice, and there are chunks of moisture in the air that have become just rocky protrusions of sharp crystal. Just around the ceiling and the area within. Your skin goes numb instantly, those of you who have skin. And as it retracts the orb, it kind of goes, "Ah, shit," and kind of shakes it a little bit. That finishes its turn. That brings us to Fern and FCG. Fern, you're up first. FCG on deck.
Stepping out, going on cold pace.
It was, yeah.
Wow.
It just rolled really bad for damage.
We're done. We're done with the bit.
I think that's a cut.
Okay.
Moving locations.
We're moving locations. Okay. I
Big camera moves.
am just gonna start wiggling, and I'm gonna turn myself into a Clydesdale. Clydesdale?
An interior Clydesdale.
That's
the best
a
kind.
massive animal.
How are you going to get out?
We'll find out.
Well, I mean, it says a war horse, so I'm
Yeah,
Sure.
a Clydesdale.
Sure.
Turning into a Budweiser commercial.
Sure is.
Let's go.
just did amazing.
Okay. I'll say for the purposes of this, the closest I have. Well, no, this works for your visual presentation. So
Yeah. Ice cold brewed.
it's knocking back the nearby table
Amazing.
as you.
I'm getting on. Yeah.
Oh wait, you're not in here.
No.
I'm gonna take off running. 60 feet.
Okay, so you take off running.
Yeah. And also a trampling charge.
Look at you and offered and went
Okay.
like you though.
I mean, she's dumb as a horse.
What's it say for a trampling charge?
Trampling charge. If the horse moves at least 20 feet straight toward a creature and then hits it with his hooves, with a hooves attack on the same turn, that target. This is written so weird. There's a period. There's so many typos in this.
Punctuation. I don't
That
understand
target
why.
must succeed
You know
on
what,
a
you need
DC
D&D
14 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Okay, so there are two of them standing right now. There's one that fell to the bottom of the steps after being pulled down by Chetney, and it's kind of like on its face. There's one standing just over that has two blades out. It's like a female kind of roguish figure. And there's the one that's robed that just now unleashed this kind of coldness, holding like the crystal orb in its hand. The one that's the only really one that you can probably get is you're trying to dart forward the 20 feet to get up to that space is going to be the one with the two blades.
Great.
So you charge towards it. This is going to be. So wait, is it an action to transform?
It's an action to transfer. Oh yeah. Okay.
So technically you
It's an
wouldn't have
action
it.
you can magically transfer, but if the target is. Oh.
So you have to make an attack, I believe, to do that. Is that true?
That I think it is very true.
So unfortunately,
Run it. I
You're just
am
running it?
just taking off like a racehorse.
Like a
war horse.
Like a draft horse.
Like Clydesdales are known for their speed.
So here's the thing. It's a very tight space here. As you go charging up the steps, you are pretty much the entire size of this room, and you're not like galloping. These are weird stone steps, and I don't know if you've seen a horse go up like vertical stairs. It's like. And then you get to the door that's still mostly there, except for just the side of it that's been carved through and splintered.
I'm just envisioning the Phil Collins
So that's going to be your
here.
turn. If you want to next turn, you could try and burst through the door, but right now, that's your action, that's your movement, and you're now like wedged right in the middle of this
Very
hallway.
small door. I didn't fully think this through.
She says in her head.
Yeah. I understand what I should have done.
I can't get out now.
All right, FCG, it's your go.
It's my turn. I'm stuck down here with a bunch of bad guys. There's a big old horse's ass in front of me.
Laudna, as you're up on the ceiling hanging down, you hear, and you look and you see just the nose of a horse kind of, just kind of shining through the door for a second before pulling back.
They didn't say we'd be working with live animals.
I'm also gonna do one of those, you know, when a horse like lifts their tail and they fart.
Yeah.
And it's just like a. I'm gonna do that too.
Oh, boy.
Just why not? Because I'm stressed.
It's a free action on that one.
Well, I'm stuck in here.
So FCG, what are you doing?
All right.
Quattro.
Bonus action.
Quattro.
Oh, I'm more than 30 feet away from Imogen.
Yeah.
But Orm's still here, but he's not a trusted ally. Right? In fact, I don't even think you are. I got ally, trusted companion. I don't really think they're my trusted companion, so I couldn't even do that to her. Anyway, I'll give.
You bonded to 3 people, including Orm at the.
Oh, I did bond to you?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will give you a bonded blessing, so you have an extra D6 on something.
Something. Okay.
Okay, that's a bonus action. Oh boy, there's nowhere to go. I will look at there's 3 bad guys in front of me. Is that
There
right?
are, yeah. There's 2 that are standing up that are just kind of directly engaged with the space around Orm, and there's one that's currently in the process of
I
getting
will
back to its
cast a level 3 command
Okay.
on all 3 of them.
Command.
I will cast a level 3 command on
Yeah.
all 3 of them.
All right. What do you command them to do?
Fat.
Oh no.
Oh. You know, it's all about setting the tone in the new year, Matt. About setting the tone,
I
declaring
can change
your
it.
intention.
I can change it. I can do something else.
Players make the creative choices they wish. I'm not going to deny that. Do you wish to command them to fap? It lasts for a round.
Oh, so does mine. I don't want to subject our audience to that imagery,
Well, did. Exactly.
so I'll change it. I'm going to command them. It's a little heady.
Oh, is this one's heady?
Command. They have to command other people things. That's their command.
You command
is
them to command.
Yes, correct.
All right.
It's a little
The one on the ground that's getting back up. That is going to be an 18.
That succeeds.
The one with the 2 blades out, she rolls a 14.
Where did it all go wrong, you guys? We started making our enemies fat.
But she gets advantage on wisdom saving throws, actually. Oh, yeah. So 14?
14.
It's your spell DC?
Yeah.
14, so succeed.
Damn.
And then the one that's the robed figure with the orb. Natural 1.
Imagine though if you'd have just said fat, then just one of them would have started.
Just vigorous masturbation. Vigorous wanking. Just furious.
What's the matter with you, Gary?
Like
I'm gonna go back to
Ball Z.
Okay. So 2 of them kind of like shrug off the influence, while the one with the orb goes, "Go forth! I told you to do something now! The thing! Go!"
Which one was it? The
one with the
caster?
orb. Yeah, the caster.
Does he seem like the leader?
No.
So dumb.
So that's your action and bonus action.
And I guess
you moving at all?
I'm gonna move if I can. I'll get at least to the foot of the stairs if I can.
Can you go under Fern's
I'm gonna
legs?
try to widen my legs.
Horse's legs.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to widen my legs.
Well, your speed is 30 feet.
To let you through.
Oh.
Through the door.
Your speed is 30 feet.
Yeah, I don't think I can even get out of there.
You can get to the base of the steps. There's one of them is not prone at the top of the steps, but you would be occupying the same space as them. So yeah, you can get right to the base of the steps. But that's your scene there.
It's
All
not
right.
like I can climb the steps anyway.
Oh.
Top of the combat, Orem.
I can't leave you here. I can grapple.
You can grapple.
I can get him out. It's fine.
I'll just grapple the back of the
I'll get
horse
out
and
of
I'll
this.
ride it. Like an old western.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lay into this caster. That's the first thing I'm gonna do.
All right.
He's giving commands. He's out of it. He can't fight back.
He can when he wakes up. Is it a he or a she, the caster?
The caster's a he.
A he? So caster's commanding, there's one person down, and the rogue is, or the roguish character that I already attacked is there, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna attack them.
Okay, the rogue?
Yeah.
You got it.
That is a 17 to hit.
17 for them just hits.
Okay. That is a 9. I'm gonna attack again. That is 17 again.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 10 action surge.
All right.
I keep going. So I'm just slashing the rogue back against the wall, just doing some Princess Bride action. The
Trying
next
to
one,
parry to the side and just barely missing before like the blade gets guided into the arm.
Next one's a 19 to hit for the third.
That hits.
That is 7, and then I will. No, I'll just finish off. Keep going. That is a 21.
Okay, nice round.
That is 10 points of damage. They're up still?
Yeah.
Damn it.
They're looking a little hurt, but they're still up.
Shite. And then I'm going to leap and use my movement to kick off of their chest and land on the steps. So here, so boom,
Okay.
if I have to.
Make an acrobatics check for me.
Sure. That's a 1, which I get to re-roll. That is 24.
24, so
kick off, land on the steps, bait and switch, trade places with FCG, yank them up the stairs.
Alrighty.
Give them
Then head under looking.
an additional 1 to your AC.
there you go. Hey, it all helps.
Yeah.
And I will stand my ground against this rogue and the not fapping caster.
You've got it.
The not fapping caster.
That should be the name of our movie.
A critical role novel.
NFC for FCG.
Okay.
Roll!
So, finishing your turn, Orem, that brings us to the roguish figure, who after taking a few slices just looks at you, and the caster next to them is going, "Do the thing I said! Go now! Quickly! before things happen. Do it. And you're like, I don't understand what. Fine. Looks up at after these two switch places, gets a bit confused, and is less concerned about the immediate combat and more about the rest of them fleeing, and goes ahead and just kind of gives you a look, and then darts up the stairs and is going to attempt to flip over you.
Flip me over or flip
over
me?
you.
Okay.
This is the rogue?
This is the rogue.
I'll take an attack of opportunity.
Yes, you may.
Unless, no, this is brand new. Yeah, so that is a shitty roll. That is 13.
13 misses. Okay. You swipe over, rolled pretty high acrobatics. Right as you get like pushed up the stairs by Orm, you're like, great. You look back, landing right in front of you is the roguish female. And she kind of like looks at you for a second and then turns around and keeps running. You get an attack of opportunity.
All right. An attack of opportunity as well?
Well,
How
it's
is
not
she
up
going
to
to
you
get
yet.
through the
Sorry,
horse pipes?
Hooves? We'll find out.
I will buzzsaw her as she
Make an attack.
goes. Oh, that was crazy. 11 plus things.
75% of a door on the way.
That. Oh wait, it's okay. 15 to hit.
15 misses. Through the air, no impact. Darts up the stairs towards you. You have your hands out. As you look down, you just see the rogue dart towards you.
I'm gonna kick with my back hoof.
Okay, and it's going to attempt to tumble beneath your large Clydesdale legs. I will say, go ahead and make an athletics check for me, and it's going to make an acrobatics check using the horse's strength. So just roll and add your horse's strength.
It's a majestic animal.
10.
21. So you like kick out with the legs and you hit air and a bit of the stone of the low sloped ceiling that descends into the stairs as you kind of miss, and right as you bring your legs back down, your head, which has been kind of face downward, follows as it tumbles through the legs out through the middle of the kitchen and has now emerged here to catch up to you, Chetney. Right there. And is going to go ahead and strike at you twice. Doesn't even notice you, because you're up on the ceiling right now. That's going to be 2 strikes against you. Actually, no. It's going to go ahead and, as it lands, it gives you this keen look over. I need you to make a deception check, please.
Oh.
A deception
check.
Yes, it's kind of like eyeing you up and down for a moment, kind of gauging.
9.
And right as you kind of glance back at it, as you're rushing through, it kind of smiles with a wink and goes for a particular strike towards what it sees as a weakness in your defense.
Oh.
That's natural 20.
Oh! Silvery bombs.
Okay.
You do that on a melee
That is
attack?
not a natural 20. That becomes it still becomes a 22 to hit, but it does not. So with that, no, it's any d20 roll. So strikes you for, well, there we go, 10 points of slashing damage. Hold on, but they get sneak attack on you because they managed to peek insightfully into your defense.
I'm also going to give that advantage to Chetney since he's facing off against this.
You got it. Ooh, okay.
Thank
There
God
we
you
go.
took away the natural 20 on that sneak attack.
That would have been ghastly.
So that's a total of 28 points of piercing damage to you, reduced to 14. 14. All right.
Is it reduced to 14? Because you're a werewolf? Cool.
I'm a werewolf.
And they're going to action surge.
Oh my gosh.
And strike you
You're like a
twice.
fighter rogue.
rogue.
Yep.
An action surge rogue?
Next attack roll.
Enemies can multi-class too.
No, they can't.
That is a really smart idea.
Pretty sure that's not allowed.
Attack.
The first strike, however, is only 12 to hit.
Misses.
The second one is going to be a 16 to hit.
Misses.
Now you've got that one little bit of your defense. The blade got through to a pretty tight bit, and then now that that's there, you're at the ready now, no longer in the moment fleeing, and then it should just claw the blades to the side. Nothing quite finding purchase on your flesh.
Ouch.
That's going to finish their go, and then now it's going to be this guy who's going to get up for half his movement onto the ground. It draws the blade free, and it's going to glance over to the caster and go, I'm not sure you're asking, but they're running. I'll try and stop them.
Do the thing!
Lifts his shield back up off the ground that had tumbled, and is going to draw its longsword out, and it's going to take 2 strikes at you, FCG, from behind.
But I'm just a sweet little Cinematographer.
That's going to be 13 to hit.
It does not hit.
And the second strike is going to be, it's going to be a 20 to hit.
That does hit.
All right, second strike does hit you for, shitty rolls, 8 points of slashing damage.
Great.
And it's going to use the Horde Breaker ability to make a different attack within 5 feet of the original target, which is you. So it's going to go ahead and make one strike misses, one hits you, and then takes the shield back to kind of push you back, and then try and strike throw to you for, that's going to be a 24 to hit.
That definitely hits.
You take
Where's the adjudicator?
11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Finishing their turn, as they're just going to have their movements up there. I'll say, now you've already taken attacks of opportunity, so it's going to attempt to push past you, FCG, with an acrobatics check as well to kind of, which it rolls pretty dang high. Do you want to make an athletics check to try and push it at bay?
I can do that?
It's contested as it tries to roll past you, or tries to push past you in this small, tight space.
Sure, I'll try to grapple it back.
Or just make an athletics check to see if you can kind of muscle it from moving past you.
Sure. 13 plus anything?
Plus your strength or athletic skill?
14.
14, okay. Yeah, it's still not quite enough. It can't move too far, because half its movement it lost trying to get up, but it does push 10 feet past you up to the stairs, and is now shield in front, blade out at the ready, and is now trying to occupy as much of the space. But as it kind of moves up and turns around, it hears the and looks over its shoulder, and hadn't noticed until this point in the middle of the focus, the horse that is kind of, back of its legs are about 5 feet from its shoulders.
Just queefing.
No.
Imogen, you're up with Laudna on deck.
Oh God.
It's a mighty steed.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the giant thing in front of me and glance back at the baddie that just came running up the stairs, and I'm gonna put my hands up to my head and close my eyes, and then shoot my hands out, and I'm gonna psychic glance both of them with twin spell.
Twin spell. All right.
Guys, this went tits out, and then it went tits out.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 used, and then
Intelligence saving throw, right?
saving throw, correct.
All right, so the elemental, that's a natural 20 on its wisdom save for the elemental. But for the other figure, that is going to be, this is intelligence, not wisdom, so it does not get advantage on its wisdom saving throw.
Good.
So that rolled a natural 5, it fails. So
Okay, great.
The rogue takes the
Failed.
full damage.
And then the wind thing got a natural 20 on the intelligence saving throw? Okay.
So it takes half damage, I believe, right?
Yes, it does half damage, and it is not incapacitated, but the rogue is
Until the end of
incapacitated.
your next turn, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So that is 7d6.
Got
1, 2, 3, 4,
7d6?
So the rogue itself suddenly grasps the sides of its head and like, the blades kind of like tingle to the ground right below, and it kind of begins to reach for them to try and make sure it gets them back out of its, within its grasp, but its eyes are pulled tightly closed.
Really shitty roll. 19 damage.
19 damage to the roguish figure.
The worst. 4 ones.
And 9 damage to the elemental.
What is 2023? It's gonna be
Okay.
great.
But that rogue is incapacitated until the end of your next turn.
That's something.
That's great. Alrighty. So, that being the case, is that the rest of your turn? You want to stay put? You want to try and move?
I don't want to be in a line, so I'm going to move over to the side at least of this door. Or like, if I move, he's going to take a swipe at me.
If you move too far from him.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so move over to that side. You're kind of stepping onto the now busted door. It's kind of stuck into that weird tar-like substance that first trap set off. Is still kind of congealed on the floor. All right, that finishes your turn. Laudna, you're up with Chetney on deck.
I reach down and I grab my immovable rod.
Okay.
Is that a free action? Can I just reach down and grab it real quick?
Well, it's still in the door. They just like cut through the edge, so you can like reach down and grab it. So yeah, I mean, it is like activating it and pulling it out. I'd say that'd be your action to do so if you want to grab it now. Because you have to like climb through, hit the button, pull it back, and then withdraw.
I'll do that because we're running. I'll grab it, and I'm going to quicken a spell, and I'm going to do Bane on all of them. The two.
Okay, so you're casting this while like standing at the hole in the door, so you have an eye line to all of them, right?
Yes.
And the wind.
And the wind.
So which one? So these two and the wind. You're leaving the rogue alone, or the rogue as well?
Oh right. Oh.
Because Bane is
there's
only
4.
3 targets. There's 4 targets.
But I can also cast it at a higher level, right? And get another one.
If you want to.
Yeah. I'll do all of them.
All
Why
right.
not? Second level Bane.
Oh god. Oh god. Burn. And a burn.
Gravity has betrayed you.
There we go.
And then I'm going to keep spider climbing.
No, spider climbing.
That kills my spider
falls
climb.
from casting Bane.
So
you,
I drop and run.
you land onto the ground.
Yep.
This area now is pretty cluttered right here. While they are incapacitated, they're still holding the space. You'd have to like get up and over the stove area to get past where Chetney is, which is just an acrobatics check if you want to take it.
Sure. Sorry. Excuse me. Coming through.
It's not a high DC.
Oh, really? Really?
Well,
It's not.
10 is what you have to get minimum.
5.
Okay, so you can't really get past. You try and like in all this chaos, you cast the spell and turn around, and the rogue is flailing, like they're screaming and clutching their face. They're grabbing a blade and they're just like swinging around wildly around them. And in doing so, you're like, this is a bit dangerous. You can't quite get past, and you're kind of stuck in that spot at the moment. So you can't unfortunately move through that space. Tight areas.
Yes. All right.
Is that finish turn?
Yes.
Okay. Now it is Chetney's go.
That's the episode title, guys.
Tight spots.
Tight areas.
Tight areas.
Tight. I'll reach.
Small tight spaces. So.
I'll reach back and pull out turmoil.
Ooh.
And whisper, or not whisper, done, and it extends into the scythe.
Ooh, cool.
I'll drag it up. I'll drag it up me calf. And you see ice. No, I'm sorry, fire. Come off of the sickle with my bonus action, and that hurts me. 3 points. Okay, and I'll take my first attack against the rogue in the kitchen with me.
Okay, the rogue is incapacitated, which I believe gives you advantage on the attack rolls.
Oh, and sneak attacks, right?
Technically, yeah.
Okay.
As long as you have advantage. I'll double check real fast.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure he's capacitated. It does. Pardon me for just a moment here.
No. Take your time, my love. Take your time.
Capacitated. No, actually, it's just a regular attack. You just can't take actions or reactions.
Got it.
Can still move on its turn.
Well, that's good. That's 26 for the first one.
That hits, yeah.
Second one is 17.
17 hits.
Nice.
17 just hits.
First one is five. 8. 7. It does 15 points of damage. 7 of that is thunder damage as it hits.
Okay.
And the second one is, that's better. 12 plus 3 is 15. 15 plus 6, 21 points of damage. 6 of that is thunder.
21 points of damage. Oh, they are looking real rough.
That's on the roguish?
That's on the roguish one, yeah. You strike twice.
Sneak attack.
Yeah, sneak attack.
4 points.
Additional 4 damage?
And 5, so 5 total.
Well, sorry, there was an additional sneak attack damage on this one because you didn't have an ally. Well, no, actually, you do with you and Millie. Yeah, so you do.
Nice.
Yeah.
On both or just
the
first
one? You only get sneak attack. So just additional 4. Okay. Oh my god.
Are they fully propellery?
So you strike twice so that blood kind of like across the walls on each side of the interior kitchen. The stone now has this crimson spray on each side, and the roguish female's like, God, still like clutching the side of her head, eyes partially open, looks up at you, see blood kind of trickling out the corner of her mouth, eyes going wide, looking around, and you see that panic, that look of, I gotta get out of here. All right, that finishes your turn, Jenny. You want to move or stay put?
I'm gonna stay put.
Okay. Finishing your go, it is now the elemental's turn. The air elemental shifts over and now occupies the broken open doorway of the front of the chamber. As it does, it's going to go ahead and go into a multi-attack against you, as you're the one that's currently closest to it. Dude. She watches its arms kind of like pull into its body, and it turns into this large tornado torrent, and both of its arms begin to extrude from the sides like a spinning blast of hammers.
Yeah.
It's baned.
It is Bane, yeah, which is it rolled pretty well, but with that still said. It's a 23 to hit.
You still have it for a minute.
And
But yes.
that's going to be a 19 to hit. Okay, so both hit you. The first hit slams you heavily in the side of your shoulder and head as you try and prepare for the impact. For 14 points of bludgeoning damage. Crack! The other 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Big damage.
You feel like you just got hit by what you imagine eventually a freight train would be if it would be invented in Exandria. Like you were like side slammed by a Clydesdale.
That's
twice.
happened and it didn't feel good.
And it's just kind of sitting there in the space, kind of looming large, its torso puffing up. It's occupying as much space as possible to try and create a blockade in this area. That's going to finish its turn as it stands there, and with that, the Elementalist is going to go. The Elementalist, it doesn't take an action, it's just commanding. Keep doing it! Great job! Go after the thing! Whatever I said, do it now! And it's going to go ahead and run to try and catch up, and it's going to try and push past you after the rest of its party is just now abandoning this chamber. Make another athletics check to try and keep it at bay if you like.
Get back here, you! That's a 16.
16, it can't get past you.
Yeah!
You kind of hold it back at this point, and it kind of like, now, Colm! Keep going! Don't stop!
You're doing great.
I told you! Now! You can see now this kind of like muttering of frustration, and then all of a sudden the spell finally fades. This like spindly, thin, kind of like handlebar, kind of stonewall facial hair now close up. It's thin and patchy, and this figure is not your favorite you've encountered this close up.
Oh boy.
But I'm going to say that they spent their action finishing the commands.
Amazing.
So that's going to finish their turn. No, because that was their action. They'd have a bonus action still. They can Misty Step.
Counterspell. I don't have it.
I was like,
I don't have a counterspell.
So with that, you know what? I'm going to make a perception check because it has to look past a Clydesdale.
Nice.
Actually, no, I rolled okay. Okay, so it does
In the Clydesdale.
up onto this barrel here. It's like, oh god! And, like appears, lands sitting on a barrel right next to you. You're there. The rogue is right there. There's the horse face pushing through the door, and in the middle of it is this werewolf with a giant flaming scythe. And the mage just goes, "What the fuck is going on? Who are you?" That's their turn. With that, Fern, you're up with FCG on deck.
All right, I'm gonna try to get through the door. Okay. There's no way I can just walk through.
Well, you got the rod, so
The rod's gone.
You can if you want to.
You should be able to.
So you like nuzzle the door, and the door kind of like, it's now opening. The rod has been removed. It is a very crowded area. There's about 10 feet, or about 5-10 feet behind you for the person who's to your back.
I'm gonna fly through the door and just fucking run.
Okay. There isn't a lot of room here to do this.
Oh, well.
Like almost none, because the person's behind you. You can try and kick them down the stairs to give yourself more room, or you can just try.
Yeah,
and
I'll
push.
do one of those where both back legs go up.
Boom. All right, go ahead and make an athletics check.
As your back like slams into the door frame. Like, ow! Ow!
Big bruise on the back.
Okay. What am I doing again?
This is an athletics check, so roll a d20, add your strength or athletics of your horse form.
Correct.
Roll for horse form.
Roll for horse form.
Okay. I'm doing mine. No.
No, the strength of your horse, which is much better than
10.
10? Their athletics roll was an 8. So the shield's still up. You don't do any damage. They pull the shield up, seeing you, the legs reel, and go, oh shit! put the shield. Their back of their helmet like scrapes the back of the stone. It's like tumble back. You FCG, watch them tumble in your direction. I like you to make a dexterity saving throw.
A 12 plus nothing.
Nah, they tumble in you, and both you and this entity fall back to the bottom of the stairs and are knocked prone.
This is a clusterfuck.
Yeah, it would have made it, but the Bane removed a D4 from its save.
Nice. Nice.
And so now you can. What's the speed of your horse?
60 feet.
60 feet. You could back up 15, 20 feet, and then go into a full charge towards the door. You come blasting through the door, slams open.
That's everybody.
Everyone in the middle of the kitchen goes, like they're in the middle of the chaos, and they just hear up the stairs as it's clomping as fast as it can. The door slams open. The mage, the rogue, you, Laudna, are all going to have to make dexterity saving throws.
Am I just far enough away I don't have to?
The mage fails. Mage is knocked prone.
All right.
The rogue succeeds. Manages to like barely dodge out of the way.
Rogue shit.
And what'd you get, Laudna?
18.
18. You managed to move out of the way. So the mage is not just knocked prone, but is probably thrown back. And is like stuck now up into the kitchen area.
Does it drop its sphere?
Does
it drop its sphere?
No, the sphere was placed within like a satchel that it keeps on the side for it. But it is like kind of like up and it jammed onto the cabinets and the top of the counter, and is prone. Everyone else is okay, and you can try and rush through.
How far can I just booking it?
You're just booking it. So that was just the door opening. So you go ahead and roll a strength check with the horse again. This is there's a lot going on here, and you're pushing through a very tight space. This is challenging.
Tight spaces.
It's possible.
Awesome. Okay, that is 22.
22. Okay, Laudna, are you going prone intentionally to let her go by?
Can I just? I need to go prone.
To let her go by, you will need to. This is a big horse.
Can I hop on?
If you had held your action to do so, I would have allowed it. But unfortunately, right now, this is all happening so fast. You're like, this is all reactionary.
Fuck that horse.
So.
What?
I said take it like a champ.
If you just let yourself go prone, she can go past.
All right, I'll go prone.
All right, Chetney,
We need to get the fuck out
are
of
you
here.
going prone to let her go by?
No.
Clydesdale run through a kitchen.
Okay.
Small kitchen.
Listen, there are some things you just don't count out.
Natural 19.
So wait, does she move a little
So
forward a bit?
the rogue does manage to shift over this way, out of the side, like quickly kind of dodging out of the way to not be in the charging space of this. You need to go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage to try and contest the horse.
Happy 2023, you guys.
This is so hard.
24.
24. You're rushing through. Laudna goes prone to let you run over.
23.
The mage gets knocked deeper into the kitchen.
Hit point wise? Oh, okay.
And with that, you dart forward, and Chetney, how do you stop the horse?
Do I stop it or do I just get knocked aside by it?
Well, no, because you rolled a total of a 22. 22. You rolled a 23.
Punch that horse.
So
in
you
the face.
you are resisting the horse now.
How do you want to shoot this?
Yeah, it comes up. It comes running forward, and I just.
Just headbutt the horse. There's a heavy sound of cracking stone on stone, bone on bone, this heavy, sickening impact. And immediately you see this werewolf and this Clydesdale just dazed in the middle of the kitchen.
Like both of our heads went in, asses came up a little bit.
And then right back down. So that does finish your movement, but you are now in the kitchen, standing over a prone Laudna. Laudna, you are on the ground with the horse hooves like around you as you're like dodging out of the way.
It's just flying back and forth.
So that's my movement.
Well, movement in action because you knocked the guy back to get the running space.
So,
If there is a target that is knocked prone,
Fan artists everywhere.
the horse
like-
can make another attack with its hooves against as a bonus action.
I'm okay.
That's true. So you can make an attack against the mage if you want to.
Yes.
I'll say that you can like spin around and kick towards the mage as he's like climbing off of the
I'm just
cabinet.
gonna start doing that thing that horses just kick their back legs and just going
wild
crazy in the kitchen.
just smashing everything around. All right, roll an attack with advantage because it is prone.
And Suspiria.
What is this?
Oh yes. Let me see.
Okay.
Cocked again. Cocked the fuck again. Okay, the other one was better. That is 25.
25 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage for your trample damage.
2d6 plus go. All right. 12.
12 points of damage. You got it. Okay. Maintains concentration. Okay, so it does maintain concentration, but it takes a heavy kick to the back of the shoulders and like, the arms kind of popped out of the socket. And so going like, as they're like standing on top of the cabinet, just barely getting up onto one knee.
Oh, God.
All right. That finishes your turn, I believe.
Yes.
So
That
Fern,
brings
the
us-
horse, is still the bottleneck in front of the door?
Yes.
Now it's kicking.
Now it's kicking wildly. MCG, you're up with Orem on deck.
We are. It's just down.
It's 3 rounds of imagining pulling up that door.
Downstairs is me, Orem, and one dude.
Yes.
And the dude is on top of me.
Pretty much. Like they're both on the ground, like shield is kind of leaned onto you. You're both prone. You can use half your movement to get up if you want.
Oh, I don't have to like pry him off of me or
No,
anything?
no, no.
Oh. Is he looking rough?
He actually hasn't taken
Barely
any
been
damage yet.
touched.
He's just been
Banishment.
Okay.
What? 4th level. Yeah! Get off of me! Get off of me!
Wisdom save?
Yes. Charisma save.
Charisma save.
14.
Oh no, that's an 11. As you push him off, he goes like, whoop, and it's just gone. You hear this like faint sucking sound.
Do I choose?
Don't you choose?
No,
For
it sends
advantage?
it to the astral.
It sends them to their. I'll double check again.
Of origin, unless they're in their dimension.
I would assume.
Wait,
He's
no.
in his origins.
No, it
It's
doesn't
native
say
to the
you
plane of
do.
existence you're on. You banish the target to a harmless demi-plane. So they just vanish.
Harmless to me plane.
But if they're from another plane, then they get sent back to their.
Back, and then they can't come back. If otherwise, he comes back within a minute.
Okay.
Right. So he's just looking confused on the face, and it's like sound, and they're just gone.
I will get up. See the bucking bronco at the top of the stairs.
Clydesdale?
Sorry.
Get it correct?
Treasure
I don't
chests
mean
that
to
were in this basement with us that we didn't
misgender.
open.
Miss
You're about to die.
Miss Breed. Miss Breed.
There you go. And you are concentrating on the banishment.
I sure am.
And
What's
yet,
your point?
I don't want to go up them stairs, Orem. There's a horse up there.
You hear the splintering of wood, the falling of metal pans.
Is there a banister? Is this to code?
No.
Damn it. I will try to use the rest of my movement to hop up a few of the stairs to get a little closer.
Okay.
And
About there.
I'm not through that threshold yet. Can I see anything through the doorway? Anyone that I recognize?
Oh yeah, I mean the door is splintered. It's like bits of it are hanging like from the area where it's affixed to the ceiling. There, you can see on the ground a partially nude Laudna is rolling around trying to avoid the clomping of hooves as this horse is just kicking and destroying the kitchen.
Everywhere.
That's about all you can. And you just see, but just beyond that, occasionally you see one of the aggressive mages sitting there going. To their arm out of the socket.
PBR rodeo, bucking bronco in the kitchen.
I can't remember, Matthew. I don't think that I am super close with her yet, right? I'm only like just barely friends with her. Emotionally?
I
think so.
I will say through the journey of bringing her back to life, I will since I didn't clarify at the time, this would make her more of a trusted.
Yes. All right, I'll give you one of them D6s again. Yeah.
All right. One of them D6s.
I would say that the process of going into that whole ordeal to bring her back is definitely a bonding experience.
That's my move. And
Just
also
take a note of what your status is for you.
Oh yeah, no. I'm starting to get the jitters a little bit.
Oh.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This is wigging me out, guys. I don't like this.
Oh boy.
Do you say that out loud to us?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Here's the mood board.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm crossing into the red.
I want that to exist inside a panel FCG. If you just open it up and just go.
Have it installed. All right, that finish your turn?
Yep.
All right, Orem, you're up.
Okay, here's what I'd like to try to do. He watches FCG bump up the stairs after the dude vanished, says, man, if we survive this long, I know the gods are watching, and I'll use a bonus action to shoot Grasping Vine into the door jamb above Letter's head, and Spider-Man, yank myself up through the air, and just free fall underneath the Clydesdale's legs. I can run under people's legs, so she's larger.
Indeed.
And I'm going to roll under the horse's legs, hopefully not get trampled, under the rogue's leg, and then swing around to deal with the rogue.
Okay, so go ahead and roll an athletics check to try and get through all that.
Athletics or not acrobatics?
Sorry, acrobatics.
16.
16. She's still kicking at 22, so you do not beat her, unfortunately.
Okay.
So you try and go and dart through, and the way that she's thrashing, it's too much. You're getting battered around a bit as you try and rush through and kick back. The shield is keeping you from taking any hits, but this area is too chaotic for even you to try and tumble through.
So
tornado. Give her a round of applause.
Do I take damage but get through or don't get through?
You don't get through.
Because the rules for halflings, they can go under creatures larger than themselves.
Actually, let me double check. This is more of a... This is a specific racial thing.
Mini
I haven't had a
rule versus
halfling
mini
here,
rule.
so let me double check.
I've been running under the ladies' legs all campaign.
Right. Well, it's also for allies and chaos there. Let me go ahead and just double check what that is. So...
This is going well.
Features and
This is going.
This massive map, and we've been on
You can move through
4
the
inch
space many creatures
square.
size. You know what? Yeah, no, it is an actual racial ability. So yeah, no, with you don't even have to roll for this. Anybody else have to push through, but you just kind of dart through, kind of push around the space here with the rest of your movement. That does get you up on the kind of the table there. You kind
Somehow
of tumble.
underneath me while just thrashing.
Yep.
Yeah. Just
kind of leap over Laudna, underneath the horse, then tumbling through the legs of the rogue, and then manage to get out the opposite side. You'd be right next to Chetney, essentially.
Okay, and then I swing around low and slice at the rogue's ankle and try to bring her down with a trip attack.
Okay, you got it.
Trip attack.
That is a 20 to hit.
That hits.
And it's a 16 to beat strength.
16 beat strength? No, natural 2.
Down. Okay, so 11 plus.
I'll know she's
16 points of damage for the first hit.
How do you want to do this?
Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay, so
your choice if it's then you want to do this.
I'll slide under the horse's legs, under her legs, come around, whap, to bring her down, just to fap to bring her down, and then bring it up the pommel of Seedling to bring it down to knock her out, and then hold, seeing that she's out.
On the ground, just out cold.
Yeah.
Your production is shut down.
20. And if you'll, where am I? I'm on the.
You are right here next
there?
to. So you move through everybody on the opposite side and just whack with using the momentum, knocked the rogue completely cold.
And I have 5 or 10 movement left probably, and I will run towards the front room.
Okay. Up there. Yep, 10, 15, 25, 30. Yeah, that gets you right there. Okay. That finishes your go, Orem?
Yes.
Oh no.
Alrighty. It is now the mage's go. Pop! Screams, tumbles off of the side, onto the ground between you, Orem, and Chetney, and goes notices it's kind of shit. Looks over and sees the rogue on the ground. Shit! We have to go! Go! I'm doing an actual command this time! And, what can I do here? They're in a tight spot.
Oh, brother, art thou.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're going to do what they
Take a
can.
chance.
Kind of still holding their arm. They pull back and take the orb out from inside the satchel. The other arm kind of hanging limply there, and kind of like, Tasht, Vena Stormis Kradich! And as they put the orb forward, previously you saw that dull blue glow. It becomes a bright, vibrant glow, and energy arcs around the bulb before outward a bolt of lightning.
No!
Hits Chetney, hits the Clydesdale, and hits you, Laudna, and
Bolt of lightning?
and you, because you're right at the top. I need all of you to make dexterity saving throws for me, please.
Shit.
Sorry.
This is the air elemental.
No, this is the orb that the mage is holding.
The
I got a natural 20.
Oh!
Okay. Well,
Balance.
balance.
That is an insane lightning bolt roll. So was that?
20 for me, 1 for her.
Yep.
Okay, so that's going to be 38 points of lightning damage to you, Laudna.
Do it. What did you say?
38 points of lightning damage.
Hang on. Does my mirror image work on this one?
No, this is a spell, it's not an attack.
Until I spell it. Okay. Each time a creature targets you with an attack. Okay. 32?
38.
Wowzers.
And so, let me see, 38 would be 19, yeah. So 19 points of lightning damage to you.
I rolled am I taking
this is
my dex or
Horse's dex, 'cause
Horse's
it's the
dex.
physical.
That is 16.
38 points of lightning damage.
Okay, Horsey's gone. Because if I go
yeah.
under,
Yeah.
then I'm...
Correct.
You go under and then you
Actually,
take
no,
the
16
remainder.
16 was exactly the DC, so you take half that, I'm sorry. So you take 19. No,
Yeah, it was 9.
19 is half
Yeah.
38.
It was 38,
You're right.
okay. So that's 19 is the horse.
So you're
So,
back
yeah.
at full health, or
Gaboosh.
You're form
So
banished.
now
you don't take any additional damage on top of that, but you're now standing in the middle of the kitchen.
Still naked.
Still naked.
Oh, jeez.
Indeed.
17.
Over.
17 to you, so
Laudna.
you take 19 points of lightning damage.
Roll them in.
Venom, step on me.
And for half of their movement, they're like, with the orb still there. Because you're kind of small, and they're looking desperate. They're gonna just turn and run towards the step, and it's gonna try and leap through the window.
Nice. Attack of opportunity.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
and
both
I'll make it a
get-
trip attack.
Go for it.
You go first.
They want to crash through the window?
They're jumping
I
towards
did
the window. of
not
the
know there
kitchen
was a
right there.
window in the kitchen.
Yep.
Well, then you gotta have some
Yeah,
nice
that's-
fresh,
that's
some
clutch.
fresh air and some
That's
nice
cocked.
natural light.
And that is, it's not a good roll. That's a 5 plus
You have a plus 6 you can always use.
14, yeah, I'm gonna use it. Should use it before. That's a 16 total.
16, their armor class is 17. With
Oh!
Miss.
Sorry. You go wide.
23.
23 does hit.
9 plus 4 is 13. 13 plus 3 is 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. 20 points, 4 of which is thunder damage.
Nice. That's a heavy hit. As they like leap through the air, putting their foot up onto the side of the table, you strike the back, cutting through part of the robe. You can immediately see there's like fresh blood on the blade. As they kind of tumble forward, they were going for a heavy, like push and shoulder shove, but now they're just falling into the window now, just and end up going through onto the ground. The glass shatters, and they're now outside the alleyway, prone on the ground, and. No, they maintain concentration with the natural 19. Wow. You just hear, all you see is just the shattered window.
What do we hear? What is the concentration for? Do we know?
You don't know. But that's going to finish their turn. With that brings us to the guy who's banished and gone. He's somewhere.
Is that the side of the house? Is that the alley in between the houses, or the main street?
This is the alleyway between the houses.
Okay.
So finishing that go, Imogen, you're up with Laudna on deck.
I don't even know what to do. That's it.
What you got, Imogen?
He's really like big and strong, isn't he?
Could be.
Might add a win.
Certainly hitting you hard.
Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna reach my hands up and put my hands into him and say, "You don't control me. I am the storm." And I'm gonna inflict wounds into his body.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That
is awesome.
Deadly
Alrighty.
storm.
Fourth level inflict wounds on a wind creature. I don't know
Go
if
for
that
it.
works.
All right, so go ahead and roll an
Does it
attack.
even work on a wind creature? We'll find out. That's a 23 to hit.
So out of curiosity, the inflict wounds is from...
That is from Shadow Touched. So I don't know exactly where this power is coming from.
I think it's just the damage there.
Well, first up, so the... Oh no, you can cast this... Oh yeah, you're good at 4th level. Let's do it. You can cast it using your own spell slots. That's awesome. All right, so what was the roll for that total?
23.
23? Yeah, definitely hits.
So that is 6d10.
6d10 necrotic damage.
Come here.
Oh, because you've got a bigger spell slot. Holy shit.
Yeah, if you don't have spell slots, it's a base level, first level. But
1, 2, 3,
No.
4, 5.
Not at all.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, that's fine.
Woman knows the roll.
Okay. 13, 14, 17, 18, and...
Oh, while you
No.
were gone, we went back to doing the porn thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. 10,
Imogen's
18,
upside
yes.
down with the wind element.
26 points.
26 points of attack damage.
And... That didn't... Does he look... How does he look?
As you like release this burst of necrotic energy into the body, the wind kind of like fluctuates for a second, and the form, you watch as some of the things that are inside of its body suddenly like drop, almost like the intensity of the wind for a moment begins to fade. And you watch like bits of stone, papers, books, a small spider go.
He's gone now?
As that
Yeah, he's got
happens-
ejected from the body.
Fuck, I was gonna do something with him. Okay,
As that happens, my eyes...
Just on the side next to it. And
I start to struggle a little bit, and my eyes are gonna flash red. And I'm gonna pump 2 more d8s of psychic damage.
What?
Okay.
You're gonna do what?
Pump 2 more what?
9 more points of psychic damage into him.
Oh, we're talking about this later. You can't give a little look like that.
More Yates? Yeats?
Yeah, no, it's a yeet. Yeet, that's like damage.
Does she have a yeet power?
Yeet, yeet.
So that pulse of energy hits, and you see like it's looking as far as an air elemental itself looks. You can see it's now looking like it's been knocked around a bit. Alrighty. And still kind of holding its space there. You're both kind of standing off, both looking battered, so it's not feeling the need to run yet. All right. Does that finish your turn, Imogen? You want to
Yes.
stay put?
Does I don't want it to hit me. Yes, I'm gonna stay right where I am.
Okay. Laudna, you're up. Jack. So get back up.
All right.
Thinking about it, but I'm also worried about her.
I'm up, and can I position myself to where I can see the elemental?
Oh god. You can if you'd like to. You can move past your friends here. Like
Yeah.
25. There you can see the elemental.
That's good. Oh, this is a good idea. Pete, back in the elemental.
Little spider goes. Kind of like Charlotte's Web's, kind of like picked up back into the wind. Creates a little web parachute. It's like caught back up inside of it, and
All right, I'm going to cast through him.
okay.
Shocking grasp. Yes.
Okay. Alrighty.
Whoa.
So go ahead and roll for an attack.
I can add this.
To an attack, I believe
Yes, you
so.
can.
Yes.
Is it just flavor that my hands are still in his body?
Until you roll.
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
Or
Okay,
am I
add
getting
it.
shocked too in this process?
Can I add it after I know?
You can
say,
Does
like, as you watch the
18
energy, you can
Do we
pull
know if
out.
18 hits this thing?
That seems like it would.
I feel like it
don't
would.
Remember. I don't remember.
18? Does 18 hit?
I don't know.
I don't want to. All right, that definitely hits.
A
That's
million.
16 plus
That
7.
definitely
so.
hits. You can go ahead and roll
Alright.
damage to the shocking grasp.
Okay.
Which is
Okay.
2d what?
2d8.
2d8.
Okay, 10 damage. 10 lightning damage.
10 damage. Good. You see this. You are up close now, looking at this like windy form around it. You watch this slight shadow glow. This as this tiny spider just kind of goes, puts its legs out, and it comes this dark shadow outline of a spider before this energy bursts from within, and the elemental.
Whoa.
And it's like starting. You see like the elements, the outside of its body, the wind starting to just kind of drift off and hit sideways things. It's having a hard time keeping itself together. All right, that's your action and your movement.
That's, I don't think I can do. Oh, also I hit it. It has to make a wisdom saving throw.
That would be about this far, actually, given your movement.
It has to make a wisdom saving throw or be afraid of me.
No, that is definitely a failure. It is now.
It's afraid of.
It can't get closer to her,
me.
and while she's in eyesight to it, its attacks are at disadvantage.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good.
So you shock it and kind of like looks in your direction.
Them titties.
Does that finish your turn?
I guess so.
Okay, now it brings us to Chetney's go.
The guy that dove through the window, I'll walk up to the window and just stick my head out.
Okay.
Is it very busy outside?
Kind of go up on the steps. At the moment, no. Like they don't at the moment see anybody in either edge of the alleyway. You just see the person on the ground like.
I'll through the window. Yeah. And I will just take 2 swipes at him while he's proned out.
You got it. It's advantage on both.
Which means sneak attack on both
Yep,
as
for the
well,
first,
right?
for the first one.
Okay.
Or for whatever attack hits.
Oh, why wasn't I wearing the fucking butcher's bib?
The butcher's beard.
That's gonna. I'm sorry. 19 plus 8 is a 27.
That definitely hits.
Amazing. That is 9 plus 4 is 13. 13 plus 3 is 16 plus 16 plus 2. 18 plus sneak attack. 21 points of damage.
21 points of damage. Oh.
On the second one, that is a 25 to hit.
Definitely hits.
So that's 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 for thunder is 11 plus 3, 14. Sneak attack 1, 14 points of damage.
How do you want to do that?
He jumps over the side and says, "Hold still." And I like on the second one, I just stick it in his back and kind of do that. So he's like, ah, ah. Then I pick him up. I look around and go, and throw him back in through the window.
Oh, God.
So there's a moment where you watch as Chetney just kind of leaps out. Onto the ground.
Is he dead?
I mean,
he's unconscious.
Okay. Oh.
Very, very much on death's door, no longer in the fray. There wasn't
bleeding out. That one
Yeah.
would bleed out.
very much bleeding out very quickly.
His just went
That was the
unconscious,
mage.
but this guy's
That was the
bleeding
mage.
out.
Mage concentration
Do we
is
want him
not
alive?
kept
Do we care?
on that.
I don't like to see people die.
The elemental, who previously is now holding itself together, gets this wild look in its eyes. Previously, it had this kind of focused element, and now it's just
Oh, no, it's crazy.
Out of control.
Yeah.
all right. Does that finish your turn?
I have a little
You
bit
still
of
have like 10 more feet of movement.
I'm just inside.
Or no, actually, no, you have quite a bit of movement.
Yeah,
actually.
I'll make sure I hop back inside.
Back up onto the table.
And I'll probably just stay there. I'll stay out of the way because I think I only have like 5 more feet.
Okay, you got it. All right. It's the elementals go now. The elemental, who is now unleashed without focus, is going to go ahead and kind of move into the center. And
Can you get close to London?
It can't move closer to me.
no, it's moving to the side technically.
All right.
About there, it's trying to get out of eyesight to you. Like, kind of move to the side. Actually, no, it's kind of even moving to the side there. It's going to move it out of range of you. Yeah, its reach is only 5 foot in that, so it's going to stay put. It's going to stay put. It's kind of locked in there. It's going to go ahead and. It's going to go into a whirlwind. And it's going to go ahead and whip around into this massive tornado in the middle of the room. all the books, all the bits of just tossed broken furniture begin to pull up into it. As it does, no.
Oh.
It can't, because you need to be in its space, which you can't do in Engulfing because it can't get closer because it's afraid of flood. So instead it's going to take 2 strikes with disadvantage at you. We'll say the tornado picks up as the whirlwind goes, and the arms once again flip out to try and hit you. That's going to be with disadvantage and Bane on it.
Deuce. Nice lad now.
Oh, it's a natural 1. The first one just, you're just like easy to dodge. You can see it's flailing now, and previously its wildness was kind of difficult to see, but now it's starting to just strike out in all directions. The second one with disadvantage, that's better. Okay, that is still the -3 to that. With Bane, which is -3 on it, that puts it at a 16 to hit still.
15.
So with that, you take
I'm on the edge.
16 points of bludgeoning damage.
And I go unconscious.
So the one goes wide, and the confidence kind of hits you as you pull back, and then one wayward hit slams you. You go flying up into the air in a high arc before landing.
Can I silvery barbs that second one? Can I silvery barbs it?
The second one?
Yep, silvery barbs.
It has disadvantage already. Because it sees you.
I
It's
can't
not gonna-
disadvantage a
Double
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Well, let's look at what the rules say.
Stampy.
Hold on. The spells say it's disadvantage or if it's roll an additional dice.
It says
Advantage.
Must reroll the d20 and use the lower roll.
So it doesn't say disadvantage.
So yeah, it does. It's not an advantage. So yes, we can. So, what you think at first is this impact that blasts into Imogen, knocking her unconscious. After you throw out the silvery barbs, Imogen catches herself on the table, and you realize that was her like rapidly dodging out of the way just in time, and then catching herself on the table.
Don't sprain your back.
Going wide, and then it's going to go ahead and flee because it's afraid of you. And that's an 90-foot fly speed. It just
We're gonna let it go.
takes off way out that way.
Oh no!
Tell Pate to poof and come back.
You don't see anything. You just shout out into the wind.
That's true. I could.
Okay, with the elemental gone.
If I may, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna. If we're out of initiative.
Well, it depends.
Okay,
Some one
never
of them
mind.
is still bleeding out heavily.
Okay.
Do you want to?
I would love to spare the dying on that young man.
Okay.
Or woman.
Yeah. You go ahead and reach out and cast Spare the Dying. The bleeding, profusely bleeding wounds of this half-elf mage as he's like on the ground going, they begin to slow in bleeding, and then the wounds stop. Begins to just breathe heavily. And in that moment, there's an odd quiet as you all kind of catch your breath and think, what the fuck happened? And you're in a residential neighborhood making a lot of noise.
We need to get out of here.
And that's where we're gonna go to break.
Oh.
Be back here in a few minutes to see the aftermath of this insanity.
That did not go well.
Could have gone worse. Could have gone better.
I got it all. I got it. I was filming the whole time. I got it all, guys. It's great footage.
We'll be back here in just a moment. We'll see you shortly.
gods above us.
Dragons attacking together.
It's like the end of the world.
And what exactly is the plan against 4 dragons?
Fuck! Shit! Uh-oh.
This is gonna be fun.
I am very flammable!
How about we get a drink?
I hope you fall into lava, asshat!
Oh, that's a new record. Usually takes us 10 minutes to get kicked out of a palace.
Vox Machina. These weapons were created to strike down the gods. Find them to defeat the dragons.
I got a beard!
We pissed it off!
We don't have that effect on people.
We're trying to save the world! Look out!
You are super fucked up.
That's new.
We need to get inside that dragon.
You're a mouthful of acid, no way.
The other way.
Oh, God.
The Legend of Vox Machina premieres January 20th, only on Prime Video.
My balls are ice cubes. What are you...
Don't you worry, Uncle Grumpy is gonna keep you warm.
This is actually kind of cozy.
Bounce, we go.
Hey critters, Laura Bailey here to guide you through what's new in the Critical Role shop. Oh, so comfy cozy. You need this? You probably need this. Roll an investigation if you want. It's basically perfect.
I mean, the traveler always says impulse purchases are a good decision.
Style should never be a dumpster, darling.
Could anything be more perfect?
This is a lot of stuff, you guys. We have like so many cool things right now. And hey, if you want, you could head over to the Critical Role shop right now.
Hello! Welcome to Crit Recap Animated. I'm the Critical Role lore keeper, Danny Carr, and I'm here to tell you the story of Campaign 3. Now, let's meet our adventurers. Imogen Timmelt is a cordial human sorcerer with a fierce heart, but whose powerful psychic powers come with an endless barrage of other people's thoughts.
Not to mention the dreams of that terrifying Red Storm. Can't forget that.
Laudna is an effervescent undead warlock sorcerer whose positive, upbeat nature contradicts with her unsettling appearance, as well as the desires of the necromancer in her head.
Oh, don't forget Pate! I made him myself.
These witchy friends want to research their strange powers at the Starpoint Conservatory, but find it difficult to gain access to the Elite Institute. Ashton Greymore is a grouchy Earth Genasi barbarian with Chaos Force literally holding their body together. He prefers to fight his way out of problems, though their debt isn't so easily beaten.
Rich people don't like to be robbed, apparently. I know, it's weird.
Fresh Cut Grass, or FCG for short, is a cheerful automaton cleric and amateur therapist who just wants to lend a helpful hand. Or Sodlick, should that attachment be required.
Let's talk about our problems together.
These two became friends after FCG's former adventuring party was mysteriously killed on a mission. Ashton protects FCG and Drusar, and FCG helps Ashton with their, well, everything. Orem of the Arashari is a loyal halfling fighter and talented battle tactician who has spent the last few years soul-searching and traveling Exandria.
I'm just trying to find my place in the world.
Dorian Storm is a dashing Air Genasi bard who has left his nomadic royal life behind to explore the world and discover himself away from his privileged upbringing.
I've got songs to sing and tales to tell, just not about myself.
Thurin Calloway is a puckish fawn druid from the Fey realm whose magic tends towards the fiery. Though gentle in tone, she has a penchant for mischief-making and petty larceny.
No one is gonna miss a few little trinkets here and there.
These three friends met in Taldore and now find themselves in Marquet on a mission to track down any trace of the assassins who once attacked Orem's home. Chetney Pokapi is a sneaky gnome blood hunter, enjoying his newfound ability to shift into a werewolf, while still making time for his passion of woodworking.
Now that's wood only, you hear? None of this metal crap.
Though each comes from a different background, different continent, or even a different realm, these individual threads draw ever and ever closer to destiny.
When the forces of evil threaten Exandria, these heroes are there to answer the call.
I'm Super Scanlan. With my Critical Role Twitch subscription, I can watch all my favorite CR shows before they come out on YouTube. Take that, evildoers!
Here comes Jester with her Twitch subscription to Critical Role. She can access gnarly emotes and post links in the chat too.
Radical!
Oh no! Here comes some trolls and jam up our live chat.
Don't worry, Laudna will stop them with the help of Critical Role's professional moderators.
She's spooky, but I like her. Here comes Laudna's friend Chetney. He has an Amazon Prime membership, which gives him one free Twitch subscription of his choice. Of course he subscribes to Critical Role. It's the power of teamwork. Die, die, die!
Spooky.
I cast agonizing bolt!
Scanlan's hand!
Stab him, Chetney! And look, there's Caleb with the power of introspection and existential dread.
Now that we've defeated all the bad guys, let's gift subscriptions to other users. You can do that by name or randomly.
Taliesin! Ashley, please, I've told you so many times, just don't play with those, okay? They're super fragile, custom made, custom painted. You know what? We have to film in about 30 minutes, so why don't you two just come with me? Come on.
It's Major Buzzkill here to take away all our fun. Oh, is it Thursday yet, bitch?
Certainly die.
Oh, good one.
Loot his corpse. Take his vest. Would you please stop that?
Frog Smash!
Subscribe to Critical Role on Twitch and collect all 21 action figures. Alternate forms and familiars not included.
And welcome back. So, Bell's Hells, cooling down from a rather intense encounter with two figures unconscious and one banished and quick to return.
He's coming back.
As the air elemental fires off into the midday chaos of the city, what do you do?
We could be there when he returns.
You want to go pile it, like everybody hits him at once?
Yep.
Yeah, everybody down to the basement.
Or do we run because more guards are going to be coming to this house?
But these guys, they could
Make
tell
a choice.
us what
We don't have time to talk about it.
we need to know why they came here and
We
looking
know
for.
why they came here. They're looking for the people that stole the tomes.
Why don't we just take one of them with us?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Can we do that?
Put them in the hole.
Who's the one who would know the most?
Does anyone have proficiency in religion?
I should. I'm a fucking cleric, but no.
No.
I'm not a religious cleric.
No, I'm not. I should have chosen it though.
No one has proficiency in religion?
No.
Wow.
Find the ringleader and let's get out of here.
I mean, it feels like it was
There
like
was
the
one
caster,
guy,
right?
There was one guy who was given a lot of orders.
Yes, he was. The guy in the robes,
Yeah,
right?
he's the one I stabilized, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, grab
He's
him.
unconscious. Who can carry him? We're all tiny and weak. Wait,
I'm
you
gonna
can.
I'm gonna
You're
take
strong.
that orb. I'm gonna take the orb away from him just so he can't do any of that stuff again.
Okay.
After,
Okay, so you-
after tying him up. And
After
tying
tying-
hands
He's
together like
unconscious.
this.
Okay, while you're tying the hands, remember,
Yeah.
there's 1 minute before he returns from banishment. You spent 30 seconds discussing this.
Okay.
It's going to take a minute to about a half a minute to properly tie up the hands and bind it.
Like, let's take them and at least get out.
Okay.
No time? No
yeah,
time.
I'll
We're
skip
just
it.
going.
I'll skip it since we're rushed.
All right, so what are you doing? What's the plan? You
Should throw him in the bag. In the hole.
Yep.
And then
Where's
go.
the hole? Wait, does Ashley have the hole?
You've been carrying the whole, haven't you?
Fern.
No, I feel like it got taken away from me because I kept.
No, it did get taken away.
We don't have any of our stuff?
I don't know if I have the hole or if Ashton has the hole.
We're going to say right now, Ashton has.
Why would you do that?
Because it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Am I picking him up? Am I picking him up? And then we're leaving?
Can you be a horse again?
Yeah.
You were such a big horse.
I can absolutely
For
be
like
a horse.
no reason,
like a-
kind of.
a less-
Time is ticking.
All right, let's go.
Go,
Horse.
just like a regular horse? A regular horse,
And
less
you-
noticeable. Okay. Okay.
And we're out.
You should have done that outside. We're still inside.
Clomping over the broken furniture.
I'm gonna rip a curtain down off of one of the windows if there is one.
There's many curtains.
And I throw it over the body on top of Fern's back to make it look, I don't know, like less like a fucking body being carried down the street.
Okay. Okay.
Where do we go?
So you're grabbing the mage figure, throwing it over the horse, covering it. The one that was banished has, at this point in time, you recognize it's returned into the basement. What do you do?
But we're gone, right? We're
We
gone. We're out.
run.
We're going.
Okay, you guys charge out into the main kind of courtyard area where the gate is still kind of, partially open beyond the grass. Glancing around, you do not see the elemental. It is gone. But the front door itself is kind of busted inward. One of the doors is off the hinges in the ground. You, glancing around, you do not immediately see any guards, but you gather there has been enough noise that it won't be long before they kind of follow up.
We should just make distance right now. Get out of this neighborhood.
Which direction?
We don't know the city.
Yeah, you're in the northern ring of the city, specifically.
So we'll head to the middle ring.
Okay. Okay.
Is the guy from downstairs coming up, or are we clear?
Are you waiting around? If you guys are all pushing out there,
He's not like chasing after us or anything?
make a perception check.
I will make a perception.
I will also.
Scan for everything.
21.
25.
Mine is better. Because it was first.
Sam logic.
You do see the figure who is, shield and sword, kind of like gonna hear the sound of their footfalls kind of entering the kitchen area as you exit. And you do know that they've arrived, they've returned, and they are frantically looking for what the hell happened and who's around. But you head off, exiting where you came from in the neighborhood.
Did Pate successfully come back to me when I called him?
That was crazy.
And I'll take us, I'm going to lead us on, like the first right or left we can take so that we are not in direct line of the door, I will take.
No worries. So you guys are going to head more in the alley, kind of off to the side?
Sure.
Between the buildings?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have let's say just a group stealth check as you travel through this neighborhood to try and ensure that you don't draw unwanted attention as the guards do begin to gather towards the chaos. Let's come around the table here. Orm?
23.
23, okay.
What the fuck?
That's 2 failures there.
Fuck this year.
That's even.
Okay.
We're evens.
19.
Okay.
4.
16.
Okay. This is the deciding roll.
26.
Hey! We're so stealthy.
Woo! You guys!
You guys.
You guys! Alrighty. So while you begin to hear the shuffling of various wardens of the city rushing towards that direction, you begin to kind of maneuver around, spread out a little bit, so you're not just like one immediate cluster of individuals, and through this kind of somewhat disparate but watchful positioning, you get to incorporate yourselves into the nearby folks that are wandering throughout the city, kind of walking alongside the horse for some of you, others kind of pairing off and just keeping a distance, until eventually you begin to head back out into the main thoroughfare here in the Dominion Ring. Now, there hasn't been a lot of absurdity and chaos beyond just that section of the neighborhood as you pass beyond the exterior walls and back into the main portion of the Dominion Ring, where you can see the various high statues that line the sides of the main kind of cobblestone road. You can see the disparate towers from the palace to the far northern side, as well as the nearby college, and many of the other businesses, the Marble Amphitheater. Everything is around you, and you have an unconscious body covered in a blanket on the back of a horse.
I don't know, Fern. I really don't. Good girl.
So you're heading towards the central Endeavor Ring.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
following.
I'm sorry. Can you remind us, or me, because I don't remember?
Yeah.
The 3 rings are like layered like stairs, almost, right?
Correct. The northernmost, which is the tallest, is the Venture Ring. So sorry. The northernmost, which is the tallest, is the Dominion Ring, and that's kind of the political center. It's where the palace is, where the Court of the Lambent Path resides. It's where the seminary is, and it's the neighborhood where you exists. The central middle one is the Endeavor Ring, and this is kind of the center of the mercantile, where a lot of the business warehouse districts and many of the side ports are stationed, and it's kind of like the bustling heartbeat of commerce in the city. And then the southernmost area, which is the smallest, or the one that's the furthest down towards the final path of the waterfalls, is the Venture Ring, and that is kind of the largest portion of the port aspects of the city, and where it heads towards the outlet that goes to the southern Barrel Sea.
Okay. Well, while we have been riding to this point so far, can I, if Imogen hasn't already, go through this person's pockets and pull out any kind of magical shit I
was
find?
trying to wait until we were no longer visible. He's like,
Are we in alleys, or are we now in like the thoroughfare?
You're now out. The alleys you made quickly to get through to kind
That
of
was just the
escape.
very beginning.
Yes.
Okay.
You're now out in the major city and kind of blending in with the crowds to, find your way without finding people's prying eyes. You can attempt a sleight of hand check to try and start searching him.
We're in the middle of Manhattan.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, where are you heading? You don't have a guide. You do not know where Ashton is. The only place you've really been was the Lake Cap Skyport and Lounge, which you can see from where you're standing, as well as areas of the Tribridge Plaza that you had introduced to you by
What about city
Landon
parks?
earlier. City parks? Yes, actually. They're more common in the Dominion Ring where you were, so that's kind of the beautification area, but there are a handful of small kind of public gardens that kind of sit central to some of the busiest elements of commerce. Actually, on the western side, just outside of the Tribridge Plaza, you can immediately see what looks to be a modest-sized little kind of a half-garden cluster ring of trees that's connotates the exterior of this area, and there's some benches and some kind of stone sculptures that are set up. And as you kind of see it in the distance, it's not terribly crowded, and folks just kind of wander past it. But it's a little facet of beautification here in the middle of the city.
It seems open. What about the dock areas on the outskirts? Like, does every level have its own dock level?
Every level has multiple docks because they have multiple means in which different ships and boats can disseminate to the various levels of the lake that surrounds
Where
Lake
do we
Coral.
leave? Find a warehouse.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like an empty warehouse, something like where they unload the docks. Like.
Where did we leave Landon Krishal?
We left him.
We just told
Yeah, you just
take off.
Yeah, you parted ways at the base of the seminary.
And did we have a way of contacting
Did we?
Yeah, he went and sold us out.
Or did he?
No. He was a sweetheart.
You're all thinking it.
No.
You think he sold us out?
He's a sweetheart.
I don't think.
We should call him up.
We need to
Maybe he
open
can help us. He's our guide. We could send a message to him, say, where should we go?
Can we look for a warehouse first?
Yeah. A warehouse? Yeah. Sure, we can walk around with a horse and a dead body and say, hey, any warehouses around here?
We can call a guide and say, hey, any empty warehouses so we can look at a dead body?
Yeah.
You can do it.
It's not dead.
You got the
technically.
same. You got the same spell I do.
Unconscious.
Could.
For a period of
Would
time.
you like me to?
For a period of time.
He's stabilized.
Stabilized, but not bound.
No.
Are we wanting to question this guy or just get the shit out of his pockets?
Question.
A caster.
Yeah.
Cool. I got
Want me to call
manacles.
Landon?
No.
Oh, you
I'd
do
rather
have
just
manacles.
find a warehouse.
All right.
All right.
Who's helming the investigation to find a warehouse space that could temporarily be utilized?
When I, that was at night. When I
you were
flew up
leaving that,
over the town and kind of, I wouldn't have known.
You wouldn't have been looking for warehouses at the time. It was more of just a beautiful view of the evening city skyline. Who wants to start? Who wants to ask around and start looking for what would be
I can
a?
ask around, I guess, if you
All
want.
right. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
All right. Excuse me. I rolled badly. Investigation? Ooh, that's bad. 7.
7. Most folks seem to be caught off guard, not in an unpleasant way, but with this unique, jovial automaton coming up and talking with them. And the conversation seems to steer from, where are you coming from? I don't think...
Again. All right. Just have a nice day.
Pardon me.
Yes.
Can you point me to the nearest docks? Sorry, I'm new to town.
Oh, yeah, there's the Eastward Dock District to the eastern side. Just follow this road a little bit around the outskirts of the plaza, over to where the water is. It'd be hard to miss it. There's many of them there.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Head that way.
You're rubbing it in.
How far is it?
It can't be that far. We're surrounded by water.
I'm gonna look. I want to, from my perch on Fern's rump, I want to turn and just look for anybody who might be stealthily trailing us.
Okay. Roll a perception.
That is
5 minutes. I'm gonna guess at
24?
least like
24.
5 minutes.
Nobody trailing you, but the figure underneath the curtains is starting to rouse
Okay.
and move.
Don't kill him.
Crack. No longer moving.
Poor guy. I'll cast Spare the Dying again.
just to be safe. Okay.
Please don't die.
A short walk later, pushing through the center of the chaotic center ring of the city, you come upon what looks to be 3 primary docks that hit here beyond, are just alongside flanking the eastward bridge. It is this massive, long sister bridge to the northern one that you remember flying over as you approached the city around sunset the night before. Looking beyond that, you can see all manner of carriages and horses and other beasts of burden that are at different distances heading from and to the city across that way, and probably close to 30 or 40 boats scattered across the waters, and about, let's say, 7 or 8 of them in the docks. And when I say boats, these aren't like massive galleons. Some of them are just small fishermen's boats. Some of them are, fairly sized, like transport boats, cargo boats. And you have a better look now of some of the arcane elevation elements, where you can see one ship is being lifted out of the water. The water's kind of like pouring off the side as a large, multi-tiered stone platform kind of glows and lifts out of the water to bring a ship up onto the upper area of the lake, and it takes off and continues northward towards that section of the lake. But these docks are, they're busy. It doesn't look like they're in the process of dealing with a mass influx. Most people just going about their business. There are some small buildings where you imagine storage might occur, if not small merchants setting up whatever form of business they find to their interest. If you're looking for any particular kind of warehouse.
Something shadowy and kind of abandoned-y.
Yeah, all right.
Shitty.
It takes It takes you a little bit to find one that seems comfortable enough to what you're doing. You also notice the body moving again.
On my I'm just gonna say into his head, if you know what's best for you, you'll stop moving.
Make an intimidation check.
He's a caster too, right? Yeah. His hands are bound?
No.
Is his mouth gagged?
No.
What the fuck are we
24.
doing?
24. Doesn't seem to be moving. Okay.
We've got to get this guy bound real quick. Can we knock him out again?
He's gonna have permanent brain damage. Oh well.
Won't be able to cast spells at us, in our face.
You find within another 2 to 3 minute period of time past that brief bit of internal intimidation, a small kind of storage space that is partway open. What looks to be 2 young orcish men are in the process of loading a series of small boxes and baskets into the back of a cart. What looks to be a kind of like a jungle cat of some kind. Not quite like the Twilight tigers that you encountered earlier, but a similar kind of panther-like visual to them. And you can see they're currently holding some sort of barding on them and are strapped in to pull the cart behind it. As the two orcs are finishing loading the cart, they go ahead and like pull down this large, heavy door that unfolds, kind of like as they finish it, hits the ground. A bit of dust rests in the ground. One of them goes ahead and locks it tight with this heavy old lock, checks it, get up into the cart, and then one of them kind of takes a small stick and pats the side of the panther-like cat, who then begins to parade forward and drags the cart behind it.
Jenny.
I got it.
Are they going towards us, past us, away from us?
They're heading towards looks to be either the far dock or the beginning of the bridge. You're not sure which, but
I head over to the door with the lock.
As soon as they're out of eye shot. Yeah.
Okay.
I will attempt to pick said very large lock.
Okay.
Right.
I will say the nature of this, because this is, while the place is a little out of the way, it is kind of unlocking a lock that is along, a walkway. It's not a terribly super difficult stealth check, but I need you to roll a stealth and a sleight of hand to do this well and do it in a very stealthy manner.
Can we maneuver Fern so she's kind of like
I assume
blocking
you guys
yeah.
are defending in this to allow the opportunity, but
25 on stealth.
Without an issue. You are unseen.
Sleight of hand.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Oh, yeah. 25. No, 27.
Deftly. A certain half-elven rogue would be proud. You pick the lock, deftly remove it, and it is at your disposal. You could leave it there, you could take it with you. It's your choice. You don't have the keys for it. Alrighty. It lifts up, and you can look inside. It's not massively sized, maybe like 20 by 30 feet, and a lot of it is just filled with all manner of boxes. It looks like rolled up heavy burlap or sail material. And you can see what looks to be like metal ratchets and bindings. There's heavy rope. At a first glance, this looks like there's a lot of I want to say shipyard naval gear, as well as other things you can't quite recognize at first glance, but it's about half full.
Something for his mouth, something for his hands.
Let's get him inside.
I'm already tying his hands as soon as we're in. I'm going to get the hands like this and wrap around and around.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah?
They're not there anymore.
No. The minute you pull the sheet off, as the door is closing, he immediately begins to mutter something under his breath. What do you do?
Grasping Vine in his face.
On his face. He's going to attempt to roll out of the way off the side of the horse, taking his opportunity. Natural 20 on his dexterity save.
Silver barbs.
Can I cast silence?
You can. I will say, for the sake of the speed on this, because you all are kind of like waiting for this to happen. You got to reach for it. I will have this be a general dexterity check. Actually, no, we'll an initiative roll, so it'll be between just the two of you.
Both terrible. No problem.
The worst roll ever.
4.
Rollies.
That's rollies. We got to do it. We got to do it.
Come on.
5.
9. Right as you're about to cast silence.
You roll like this.
He goes, Silence. Misty steps just off the horse and is now about 30 feet out into the main road.
Well, we have the door shut, right?
The door is closing as he does this. It's a bonus action. It happens so fast. So he's like out in the middle of the road, onto one knee, and just starts going into a run.
Can I
What are you
misty
doing?
step?
I'll roll and slide under. You can do that too?
I'm gonna run after him.
Okay, you all run. He has a 30 feet movement. You misty step gets you right next to him.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna immediately command him.
Okay, what are you commanding him?
Stop.
It's a natural 5. He goes, and at that point,
Drag his ass back in.
his shoulders just slump.
Grab his shoulders and push him back inside.
All right.
Manacles? Tie him up, something?
I stab him in the neck.
Yeah, that was his old. He only had 2 uses of Misty Step for the day, so he's now just accepting the bindings.
This way and this way, with the hands clasped in the center.
Well, isn't this a fine how do you do? Interesting hobbies you all seem to carry.
I assume you're talking about our professional occupations.
What are you after today?
Let's just say we've had interest on a few individuals for some time, and not a lot of movement from the abode until you all managed to begin to prune the lawn.
Oh yeah, well it's a porn gardening business. It's kind of a double thing.
It's very nice for them to employ us, honestly.
Trimmed Bush Productions.
You're far too defined and well-practiced, versatile skills in magic and martial prowess to be considered simple entertainers. And seeing as how he found you in the basement of Ebenold's homestead, I assume that you're also in league with the Verity. Is this correct?
What is that?
Do with me as you will. I won't answer your questions. It's already too late.
Start chewing on his hair.
That is why? You are so strange.
Too late for what? For us to get our security deposit back?
Yes.
I start rooting through Castor's pockets and bags. See if I find any, even like, I don't know, credentials, anything.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
I'll go up. 4.
4. Okay.
Where are his pockets?
I mean, you rummage through the robes a bit. You find 6 platinum and probably 65 gold pieces, a few silver. You find a pouch of spell components. He has his glass orb as well as the satchel that it kind of hangs in, which you see like snaps over almost like
the glass orb.
I did get
yeah, but the satchel he has currently. No spell book.
Make it lower somehow.
Yeah, that's about the majority of what you find in a quick kind of pat down.
Well, I'll take the components
Changes happens.
away.
Too late for what?
Oh, charisma saving.
For the things in motion.
Please, we genuinely don't know what's going on.
That's even better.
I'm gonna bane him.
You see him kind of like wince as the shadows crawl even deeper towards the crooks of his eyes and the sides.
And I'll cast Fast Friends on him.
Cast Fast Friends on him.
I guess that's better than me slowly picking his fingernails off.
Well, you can do that too.
That fails.
You just gotta get a little leverage.
Oh,
that shit.
God.
Yeah, you leave it right near the nail bed so it can flap and catch on something.
Oh, Travis.
Then I bet he answers
Minus a
question.
D4.
Right? That's Bane, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. Puts it at a 12.
That's below 14?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bane makes the difference. But no, that does. He doesn't get. No, that was the other one that got the advantage on it.
Sir, I'm also having a really rough day. I can really feel your pain. I'm sorry that we put you through that. But we could really use some help.
I don't know what help I could be to any of you. If you're truly outside of this and I've misjudged your intent, then it's best that you just walk away.
Why? Are we in danger?
Of course you are. You're getting tangled in with things far beyond your purview, especially a bunch of perverts like you. Not judging.
No, well, of course not. We are sexual deviants, it's true.
That's our LLC name.
But maybe we could change our ways if we just knew what was going on in the world. You're from what? Who do you work for? Who are you?
I am a member of the Ruby Vanguard.
Ruby Vanguard.
Like the Ruby of the Sea?
C-pop, Travis.
Ruby Vanguard. Got it.
What is Ruby Vanguard? That sounds important.
Yeah,
Is
we
it
have not heard this, actually.
No?
Is it a violent organization? A military group?
It is a group that wishes to ensure a better future for all Alexandria.
Where are you? We heard of some folks from Vasselheim. Is that where you're from?
No. But I assume we are not aligned, but not necessarily opposing in our interest either, with the Grim Verity. Our eventual goals couldn't be more diametrically opposed.
Oh.
You're trying to let him out.
Who?
The thing upstairs? Up there in the... Up there?
You're literally dressed in the colors of the moon. It's right in the name.
Red is a common. Sure. Color for the core.
Sure.
Tell us what you know about Ruidus.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Friendly doesn't mean they answered
Sure.
everything.
Persuasion, 23.
23.
Nice roll.
It's the only one I got.
Kind of gives a close look across the entirety of your personages.
You don't seem as the godly types. Am I to make a proper assessment, especially given the circumstances in which we met? Not the most pious of introductions, I assume.
No. Do gods not like sex?
I think some of them do.
Yes, right?
There are many gears in motion to free the chains that have bound every mortal life since the beginning of time on this planet innumerable.
Chains that bind life on this planet?
We walk in the shadows of the supposed creators, and have since the very beginning. Imagine if we all had the freedom to walk as we wish, undriven by fate, untethered by the wills of things that came far before we did, and have lost the right to call themselves gods.
So, you're not the religious type?
No.
Like a fresh start for all of living things?
Yes.
Well, that sounds really nice.
It really does.
How do you do that? How do you make a fresh start?
From as we've understood and been working towards for some time under him, everything that's ever existed is part of some cycle of life, an ecology. To the smallest scales, of the tiniest insects to the mightiest beasts, there is prey, and there is predator. The gods, we have been told from the beginning, are the top of all life. But where did they come from? If they founded this world, they came from somewhere. And wherever they came from, they aren't the only ones. Everything can have a predator that hunts it.
When you said under him, who were you maybe?
The leader of our organization.
Is that a person? Or
It is. The one who founded many of these beliefs, and the one who has been integral in orchestrating a very long, intricate way to do what must be done. Not more than a little over a week's time. We'll all be free.
clean slate.
They'll all
We'll all be free.
We'll all be free.
Oh, he sounds like a very wise person, or at least forward thinking. Where can we find him, or talk to him, or hear of his teachings?
You'll know of him soon enough once this is done. He's very busy right now.
Or just maybe we could help the cause if we knew.
Or at least benefit from it. You know, we're all we all chose this life of sexual idolatry because of things in our past. I mean, everybody has things in their past that they want to get rid of, and us too.
It's a bit close to the 11th hour to allow any sort of loose ends into a very intricately plotted, engineered moment. So I apologize if I don't find comfort in welcoming you into our respective troops so soon. But soon enough, everyone will know the change to come.
You want us to be free. You want a clean slate.
Don't you?
Are you talking about wiping out the gods?
We're not going to. We're only letting nature run its course. By setting free their natural predator.
Are you working with Thul?
Thul has been... Like the look in his eyes, not trusting so much to the rest of you, but definitely kind of leaning into some facets of this conversation, both with like a comfortable arrogance, predilection towards maybe finding some semblance of common cause, and an attempt to implore you to stay out of it. But when you say Thul's name, there is a glimmer of surprise and curiosity in their eyes. Thul has been rather instrumental to our organization.
And he's part of it?
Yes.
Okay.
Is Thul also working under him?
We all are.
Is him here on Exandria, or?
He moves around quite a bit. Many things to be attentive to. Many final T's to cross and I's in the days to come. He's quite accomplished.
Have you ever met him?
I have.
What does he look like?
Is he hot? Detect thoughts.
Detect thoughts. The first immediate glance, you get quick flashes of thoughts that kind of sit upon, they're asking too many questions. Maybe it's time to close this loop. Find a way out of here. Find a way out. Maybe there's common cause, but it's best they don't know. And that's the surface thoughts you acquire.
Ira Wendigoth.
Oh, yeah.
You dig deeper?
Fuck yes.
When I say that out loud,
Bane.
see if that tells us anything around.
With the Bane, that puts wisdom at 14.
17.
Oh.
Never gets old. He said, Ira Wendigoth. I'm extremely curious how happenstance our meeting really was. You are quite knowledgeable of very many things.
Yes, you're very bright.
You push past, and the deeper thoughts you hear are, Ira's been a loose thread for too long. If they know Ira, maybe they're on Ira's side. I'll have to let him know. He may be around here still. Maybe he hasn't left yet. If I can get out of here and let him know that Ira's still out and about. And you see flashes of an older, handsome, stoic, elvish man with long silver hair.
Yeah, 100%.
Who?
Where is he?
Oh.
You say into his head. Says out loud in response, I don't know where he is. I'm not his keeper. He's probably handling the keys. There's just many things to do.
What keys?
You'll know in time.
Oh, lewdness, yeah.
It's interesting. For all the chaos, there's this, like, confident calm that seems to have come over him now as he's spoken a bit.
Well, it's a beautiful thing, knowing that you aren't from Vasselheim.
He's got his hands all bound up, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I run his pockets. I run everything. Why is he confident? I'm just patting him down the whole thing. We haven't even successfully done that yet.
Patting him down. The confidence, you're piercing into his head. The confidence comes from a zealotry and a belief in the cause. This isn't a sellsword. This isn't an ally. This isn't an opportunist. This is somebody that fully believes in whatever they're doing. And fully believes in him. When you say, because you're probing, when he says keys, and you ask him what keys, there are flashes in his mind of a large machine. A strange, extended, slightly familiar build. Similar to what you saw in the Callaway layaway.
So that's the Cerberus Assembly controlled one that they've taken over.
How many keys are there? And where does he need more? Maybe we can help him find them.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, that's right, because you're still his friend.
Terrible, awful 7.
Stop rolling so
7.
bad.
Says, enough. It's taken many years to set them right. The last one's finished. As he's saying that, because you're peering into his mind still. 3. In his mind, you see flashes. You see one surrounded in dark green twilight. You see one surrounded in deep shadow and craggy black obsidian ground, broken and jagged. And one deep in a dust and sand recess. A hole in the ground amongst ruins and crumbled arches and structures, surrounded by torchlight and hard workers building.
I don't know where this is. Only Imogen knows where this is.
And nothing in the pockets, right? Nothing on him, no objects, no spheres, standing stones, coins.
No, here she has the coins he's already taken.
Oh, sorry. I thought he couldn't find his
component pouch. You do find, you bound them quickly, but as you're glancing over and kind of feeling it up, beneath the rope, there is a band that sits around each wrist. That is a very, very fine gold inlaid band with these kind of circular kind of inscribings, these kind of glyph-like inscribings around it.
What are these? Anybody seen these before?
I can look at it real quick. Do you want me to do it now, or I think I still have
Will it
to...
break fast friends?
Yeah,
if
I gotta
you-
look.
Fast friends is concentration.
Yeah.
Are you talking about identify?
Yeah. Identify is...
Is it like
not
like a thin gold chain?
concentration.
Yeah, identify is just instantaneous.
It's like a
Okay,
band.
I'll just look at it.
Yeah, indeed, these are enchanted. They are bracers of defense.
Oh.
All right, we should take those.
Swipe those.
Once you have to unbind them to do so.
Yeah. Well, that'll be easy to do once we kill him.
I mean, we're gonna have to kill him, right? There's no way.
Wait, what were you doing what did you come to the house again for? Did we already talk about this?
Oh, not really. I mean...
We had Genomia stationed up to keep an eye on the residents in case anyone came in and out. We've been searching for Ebon Old Kai for quite some time. I believe you know this individual. There's no other reason you'd be present with all the knowledge you have. Now, at this point, I can only assume you're either part of the Grimverity or at least loosely connected. I assure you,
These are very intelligent researchers, but they lack the vision to know what needs to be done.
What needs to be done?
To free us all. We have been their toys since we were given purpose. The minute one of us ascended to their position, they've quaked and feared us. We are not their beautiful children. We are their food. We are
Last
their
time the gods were
power.
pressed, millions died. You think it's gonna be quick and clean, what you're talking about?
That was us rising against them. But we're not fighting them. We're just unchaining the hound they fear. This is one of the few things that makes the gods quake.
Once he devours the gods, what makes you think he'll be satiated?
It only feeds on divinity of that scale.
How do you know?
Because he speaks with it.
That's a pretty big trust fall.
I believe in him. He knows much, has sacrificed much. We're part of something grand. And we will change the future for the better. No longer under the thumb of these temples, these ancient rites, these books that hold altered history in the favor of these gods. Do you know the lies that we've lived under for millennium? Do you know why this city now teems with the hunters of the temples to silence you, to silence us, anybody who would rise against the words of the gods? Because anyone who would argue or challenge what they say is truth disappears.
Oh, the Judicators.
You might be happy to live under their imposed will. I'm not. We are not. He's not. But do not worry. Whether you believe in me or this or him, soon you'll be free to.
And why do you trust him?
Because I do.
So just to put this out there and you're saying that you're going to sort of release the hound, and the hound is going to eat the gods, and then all of us will be free to be gods too, or just be free to be us? Like, what do you mean?
To live our lives untangled in their whims.
Why do you feel like you have to live your life under them now? As we said earlier, we don't really consider ourselves a religious bunch. Why not do whatever you want? Who cares?
He just kind of grows a bit quiet with a smug smile. You'll know in time. Or maybe you won't.
I mean, I think I understand what he's saying a little bit. I mean, even though we're not religious, a lot of us have been influenced one way or another by gods or people who serve them. You know, the matron of ravens, or people that Orm's people follow, or
Doesn't the matron guide souls after they die? What happens to people that die? If the gods aren't around, is it possible to die?
We'll find out.
What's interesting is you are basically doing his bidding, so you still are following a god and doing what he's telling you to do.
He's not a god.
Sounds like he fancies himself one.
He's a liberator.
So he devours the other gods. Nobody can fight him. And he's free to do whatever he wants.
We are.
And he is.
What did Zephyr have to do with any of this?
Kind of looks at you with a curious glance.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
In his head, am I just hearing, what?
That means something. 22.
22.
A whisper. Oh man. From hardcore porn to hardcore lore.
You know what Predathos wants? The freedom to make his own home adult entertainment.
Absolutely. Yes.
Unrestricted.
Would I have heard it?
Vivid.
That was in his head.
I can
not actually.
You can read it for you.
So you've met him. You've spent time with him. You've seen him in the flesh. Like you've seen what he looks like.
He is the one who guides our organization, yes. The architect of all that we are accomplishing to free this predator.
So you basically worship that old fuck.
Not the hound. There's a hound and then there's a person.
The god and then the guy who
And which only Imogen knows so far. And the God Eater.
We've seen him, right? The old elven man, have we seen him?
We've been told.
You've been told about him.
Oh, okay.
Secondhand information.
I only have one question. I mean, you seem really confident in all this, which is great. Congratulations. That's a heck of a thing to have the inside track on. What if this hound, to use your brilliant terminology, is let loose, consumes all the gods, and we are freed? Woo, tits out. If we are free and this entity just starts feeding, what if he doesn't stop and just continues with all the life on the planet as well?
Yeah, that's what I asked him.
Yeah.
He'll stop before that, right? It will?
It only feeds on divinity of that strength. And there are others beyond this world that it seeks thereafter.
Sounds like not like a terrible deal. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you better be right.
Yeah, better be sure. Pretty big coin flip.
And you're willing to die for this, right?
When the shark finishes eating the fish, it doesn't go after the plankton.
That was pretty slick.
That was actually good.
I bet he's heard
Good
that
lines.
from someone
Good.
else. That's been recited to him before.
It's probably on the inside of that gold bracelet. Yep.
If I may, just on a practical sense, one moment. What do we need for our next step?
I think we need to know the exact location of those keys. Those contraptions.
The ones that
The one in the desert. Do we have the exact location of it?
we know 3 locations where it could be, but we kind of have narrowed it down to an area.
Okay, great.
But
North of Eos, and then Feywild, and then Shadowfell.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
it's
they
Hellcatch-
have the
I mean,
exact
all we know is like Hellcatch Valley.
But
though.
I
We don't
think
know a
the people that we
location.
were talking to before they do actually
Okay,
have it.
and then but like in the Fey realm, we don't. That's a big place, right?
Sure, but I don't know if this guy would know the exact
Well, no,
location.
we kind of do because her parents thwarted
Oh, that's
and
true,
stole
that's
the crown
So we
from
do
the
have
one.
that one.
So we do have a connection of one. It's the one in the Shadowfell that we don't really know exactly where it is.
So I think we're thinking that there's 3 keys. 2 of them are already sort of complete, and the one here is almost complete.
They're working real hard, he said.
Well, and we already learned last game that the one here is the most scrappy. That they kind of took over and they've been like
But
rushing
the other
the
ones are
build.
less guarded.
Because they're mostly done, probably.
Yeah.
So does it behoove us to go to one of them and fuck with it?
That's what we were trying to figure out. Yeah.
Because Grandma was a
We
part
got to
of
figure
that
out that. That's why I called her Grandma.
Also,
Yes,
it sounds
but
like
is there anything that we need from this guy to like verify that that is the way to go, or information to do that?
I mean,
or
I guess we could push further if it is.
I love that if like we're really having this conversation just in front of him.
No. About the table talk.
Yeah, it's about the table talk. This is.
Not using our voices. I mean, I guess we could push and ask him about the Cerberus Assembly being involved, since we knew that the Cerberus Assembly stamp was on the crates that we stole from Odahan at Paragon's call.
Yeah, we know they're all over the one that's on this
And we
plane
know
of
that,
existence.
right? If his dude is part of the Cerberus Assembly, and then that would give us that confirmation if it is the same long silver hair.
But we kind of know already.
Yeah, we do, but we're kind of metagaming our characters.
We would never.
Don't.
We can't remember.
He looks right at camera.
Also, I don't want to mess with Goodness if that's who this person is, but he's in town.
Ludinus is in town, but oh god, there's
He's
no way we
in
could do it.
town?
I mean, he's around.
He's
He said if he's still here.
Is Thule around?
I have no idea. I've not seen her in some time.
When was the last time you saw her?
Oh. A little over a week or two ago.
You all you've been doing work with the Unseelie Court or something like that?
I have not been part of that portion of the work as of late. You ask so many questions.
We're
that
so fascinated by this. It really does sound like a good deal.
Yeah.
I'm serious. You know, having all of our obligations and sins wiped away and starting fresh. It's not terrible.
Yeah, I don't hate it. Honestly.
If we wanted to maybe go and talk to your master, boss man, where would we go?
In the Hellcatch Valley, right?
Make a persuasion check.
Come on!
I'm terrible at these. Someone got
Can I give him assistance?
Too late. Persuasion?
No, because it's his spell.
Ah, okay.
24.
Nah, he's fine.
24.
Yeah, there we
He-
go.
he
There we
does.
go.
There it is.
Hell yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Was that an 18? That's good.
Plus 6. Oh, plus 5. 23.
He can be hard to pin down in the time coming to the looming event. Unfortunately, now would be a challenge, but within time, I think you'll know.
Oh, he's not that close to him. You're just like a peon.
Do you have a
oh, that's so sad.
That's
Like we
A
think we're getting
manager.
something, but yeah, he's
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
just like
yeah,
low
it's
on
just
the.
like a-
He's probably an up-and-comer, though.
There is immediately, looking into his mind, a deep sense of fury, self-consciousness, and a longing to be appreciated within his organization that bubbles up from underneath.
It's okay. Just keep doing the tapes. You'll reach a higher level.
Yeah, if it was more important, he would be in the Fey realm or the Shadowfell.
I think hey, don't be mean to our new friend whose name is what?
Toldis.
Toldis.
And
it's not
I
your
am-
fault if you don't know where this guy is.
I just
What was
don't
his
wish
name?
to share the information.
He's tall and he's got silver hair. What was his name?
Make another intimidation check. This is a variation of bullying here with intimidation.
Give us a name.
19.
19. Mr. Deleth would despise someone of such terrible public decorum. I suggest, if indeed you wish to be brought into the new future ahead of us with some semblance of esteem, you learn some manners in the face of a genius.
I'm so sorry.
He's not gonna know that you're saying all this about him. Just so you know.
I happen to know him quite well.
Oh yeah, where is he then?
I told you he's busy.
Yeah, so busy.
And you're not privy to this information anyway. You can pry around all you want. My mind is well guarded.
I'm gonna just look. He knows where he is. I'm gonna push him.
His brain kind of jumps around of like, I've seen him at this place once and this place once, and we like shook hands a couple of months back, and he told me I was doing a good job, but like, he's around. He jumps around. He can be wherever he wants to.
Man, you probably thought you were getting quite the score by busting in on us in the house.
He really doesn't. He doesn't know.
Did you think coming into Ebenold's house would have
been like a promotion?
been a promotion,
Yeah.
exactly. He thought
Your
he was
moment to shine.
Exactly.
Look, I don't think he's gonna give us anything else.
Well, what if we give you something to like take back to him to help you with that promotion?
You have terrible taste in friends, you know this.
I think they're. You just have to get to know them.
You don't
Biblically.
know anybody.
You just have to get to know that they're really sweet.
I feel like he's
Some of-
sex shaming us.
Some of them are very sweet, and some of them are just very honest. Listen, we've all got our problems. You probably have some problems too. That's why you joined up with this club that you're in. Little ragtag group of seekers.
As that's happening, you start looking into the face of his new metallic friend, the discussion of traumas. You begin to feel kind of emotional wounds burble up from inside, flashes of being punished for lack of piety, of being bound to an altar and forced to pray for hours. You see a childhood of persecution for a lack of religious focus.
Is there anything you want to get off your chest?
These ropes.
They're on your wrists.
I'm holding it to my... It's a figure of speech.
Damn it! Now I feel guilty.
Why?
Did try to kill us.
I check in with Imogen in her head. Guilty.
This guy's a shit. Obviously, I wanted to end him. Now I see he's got all this trauma. He's a fucked up childhood. There's a reason he hates gods.
We all have trauma. What do you think? This lake is probably real deep.
Yeah. I mean, we could leave him tied up in here, take all of his shit. I don't think anyone's gonna be okay with just leaving him alive, though. As I glance at Chetney.
Could check in with Ashton, see if we can get the hole. Just put him in the hole.
What are we gonna do with him? Just carry around a random dude?
I don't know. I don't know.
Do you have any family? Like kids or husband, wife? I'm just asking you as a friend. A true friend.
We all have family. Some blood, some chosen.
Totally get that. Totally get that.
Who's got the hole right now?
We said
Ashton.
Oh, fuck.
All right, well, what do we do with this guy? Do we turn him over to the authorities at this place so he gets locked up?
Should we take him to the Star Point something or other tournament?
I could. No.
What?
I could message. I'm gonna say in your head. I could message Rin.
Oh, and have him brought to the fire
Rin
plane?
Verity, yeah.
I mean...
That's not a bad idea.
You should at least see if Ren has a goal for them before we,
decide.
Because, I don't think anyone...
That's a good idea.
I don't think anyone in his group is going to care if he lives or dies. If
Let
he's
the
old
Grim
PM.
Verity have him.
Let's do it.
Let them figure it out.
Yeah. All right.
I'm sure they have lots of questions.
I have no idea how to tell Rin where we are.
Go look at the address outside. Is there an address or something? We're Eastport area
Of what?
of Eos.
Yeah, but what? We're in the middle ring?
In the middle?
No.
Is there an
We were in the
address?
we were in the venture. We were in the venture.
Endeavor.
The Endeavor Ring. is the
Endeavor
one.
ring.
Yeah.
He said ducks.
Okay. This is so stupid. I'm gonna send a message to Ren.
All right.
We could also meet at a place that we know. Like, there's this Drogon statue, and there's Traverse Rarities
Yeah,
that
we
we
got informants
passed.
from the Ruby Vanguard. Do they want
Yeah,
to do anything with
that's-
them
yeah,
before
that's
we
all I'm
open them
gonna
up like a can of beans?
All right. We've captured a member of the Ruby Vanguard. Do you want him? If so, come and get him. Otherwise, we'll end it.
Oh, interesting. No, please, yes. That would be quite helpful. Where are you?
Damn it.
It's okay. I will use my remaining.
And I'll quickly go out and see if there's any like identifying markers or anything on the front.
Yeah. I mean, the dock that you're not too far from, you can see has one of the multicolored. There are multicolored lighthouses around the outside, though it is not currently lit. But this one has bands around the bases, the base and the top of where the lighthouse itself turns for the evening when the light is actually on. That has a deep navy blue coloration to it, to the bands. Right. And the warehouse that you're at has like a faded brick color to it, and what looks to be a flagpole that stands up, but there's no flag affixed to it. And most of the places here that have flagpoles, like almost everyone has flagpoles. This one just doesn't have one.
Hello, faded brick warehouse on the east. We're west, right? Or yeah, west
eastern side of
east. In the
Endeavor.
Endeavor Ring by the blue.
Faded by the blue
lighthouse.
We could put like a ribbon or something on the flagpole so they see it. Get Jenny up there. She'll figure it out.
All right.
So you can convey the information.
Yes, I will do that. I'm going to use my last remaining sorcery points to get my 3rd level back and convey all that.
You got it. Rin responds, "Oh, fantastic. Just a moment. I think I know what you're talking about."
That's so cool.
So great.
Oh, what? What?
Come on, ride that plane.
Wait. Who is it?
Hello?
Oh.
It's Rin. Open the door. I'm messing with you. Just
That's a good idea.
All right.
you open the door and you see Rin immediately with long, like, curved crown of horns and ropes kind of ushers in real fast, kind of cloak muscled around. So, who is this?
Let's take his stuff, though, before you take him. I want those bracers.
Hell yeah, get those bracelets.
Fantastic. Why don't you give it to them? And she moves her finger in the air and he kind of like, yeah, he goes, "Of course, I'd be happy to." He holds his hands out.
Anything else of value on you?
You took it all.
Great.
Rin.
This is like odd, kind of just spacey looking. Yeah. Perfect. Oh, you'll be fun to pull apart, won't you? Yes?
His name's Taldus. That's it. I was just gonna say.
Oh, Taldus.
And he's very helpful. He's a sweetheart. He was just trying to get ahead and do what he thought was right.
All right.
And he works for someone named Mr. Deleth.
I figured as much based on the Vanguard's entry point. So, does anyone else know about this? Your involvement? Anyone?
He was with a couple of other fighters. We escaped from them, but they were left at the house.
Yeah, we smeared them.
Well, we didn't exactly
One.
smear them. They were unconscious, and one had just bamfed back from.
There's also a windy one. Like a windy situation.
All right then. I would recommend keeping kind of a low profile for the most part.
Oh, and the house is trashed. Ebenol's house, super trashed.
Right.
Probably shouldn't go back.
Probably should have told you on the way out to be mindful of your exit. Ebenol's been followed for quite some time.
Yeah, that was...
It's the Vanguard folk. That's on me. I take responsibility for part of that. Nevertheless,
We plane riders can't be perfect all the time.
Well, we'll take you back. What are you all off to then?
Trying to figure that out now.
We desperately need to decide which one of these keys we're gonna try to destroy, or at least take out of commission.
Yeah, they seem to be working on a timetable.
Less than a week.
Talking about a week.
Keys.
Yeah.
It's
That's what he called
the, observatory.
The machines.
Yeah, the
keys.
machines.
They're called keys? And she kind of like moves her finger towards it. She goes, yes, the Malleus keys.
Malleus keys.
Right, that we really should have just... What a time
What's a
saver.
Malleus key? I mean, why is it called that? Who is that? A person?
You asking him the question?
Yeah.
He goes, I don't know. I've just heard them referred to that as the Malleus keys. Rin kind of narrows her eyes. Huh. Well, your next maneuver, I guess, is what? Just so we don't overlap or can coordinate. Time is running thin, and I have a lot of things to do as well.
There is a location to the north of Eos, here.
Right.
One in the Shadowfell, one in the Fae.
Right.
And I guess we're wondering, maybe you could ask our new friend, what's the softest target? What's the most important?
Actually, that's a valid question. Was it Toldis? Yes, Toldis. Toldis. Friend. Lover. Absolute family member of this fine troop. If you would be so kind as to say which of these Malleus keys might be the most, shaky. I don't know, the one that requires the most attention. As far as I know, the one here is near completion, but it's also the one that is the most attended. The first one built is the Fey one, but there's been some growing tension between the Assembly and the Court, and the Vanguard's been working hard to maintain that before the event. And the Shadow one? Oh, I don't travel there. It sounds scary.
Okay.
Can they perform their trick with less than 3?
I don't know. I'm not the architect or the engineer. To be perfectly honest, I'm a little out of my depth when it comes to the details of this. I'm just following the lead of Ludinus and others. If you could put in a good word for me, I'd really appreciate it. I want to try and impress them on my way up the ladders. I'll do my best, you sweet, sweet darling. What a fucking idiot.
Oh no! More Rin!
Yeah. Rin is the best. Well, Rin, we were already debating and considering going to the Feywild first, since we have a few contacts there. Unless you were
They're the
thinking.
one to send us.
Great. If you could maybe get us there.
The challenge comes in my inability to... I'm the plane rider. Of course I can get you there. It's my focus. It's what I do. I'm a bit... not completely tapped for the evening. I can get us there today, have to rest for the night, and then I have to jet as soon as I finish resting.
We do have a +1 we need to pick up.
Oh, we can't leave. Maybe we do that tomorrow. Can we meet tomorrow to do that?
Oh gosh, we're running out
Gotta
of
find
time.
Ashton first, right?
Should we message him?
Of course.
I'm out of messages.
Oh. I didn't take that spell
bet
today.
they're back at the...
Oh, that's why you were being...
I don't have that spell today.
Well, I would recommend find your friend rather quickly, and then let's get this on the road. I would be and normally I'm a very patient person, but yeah, solstice tapping. faster and faster. So we need to get
Oh,
moving.
how long have we? Would this have counted as a short rest while we've been in here? No, because I was detecting.
No, this has been like casting spells and active. Yeah, you could take an hour to do that if you'd like.
With an hour, I could get my sorcery points back, and then I could message Ashton.
Well, how about this? You take an hour break. You go ahead and figure out your friend. I will take that time to have myself an Eosin cheesesteak. It's been many years, and I figure while I'm in town, at least I can indulge a moment if there's anything else that can be done. Anyone else like a cheesesteak?
I'll take one. That sounds delightful, actually.
All right,
I will grab a cheesesteak, hold the cheese.
Are you lactose intolerant?
I just don't want to get bloated. I'll take one too.
All right. Adventurous. I'm curious to see what happens there. All right, you know what? I'll just get around for everyone. If you don't want it, I'll finish what's left. It's been a bit, and it's so delightfully greasy.
Gives me the toots.
Yeah, I understand that. That's
Protein.
yeah,
Also a big risk there.
everything, really.
You just sit there for a bit and be a kind friend, don't you? Yes, of course. I'll just have a seat here and stare at the wall for a moment. And he just sits there and looks at the wall. Oh, they're so cute. And they're dumb. Anyway, lifts her arm just into the air, and the whole side of the warehouse door just goes, see you in an hour. And like turns about and just darts off into the city.
She is really, really cool.
Oh my god, she's something else.
All right.
What a morning.
So we just sit and chill for an hour.
We assassinate Ludenist, then we find Ashton.
Think we can do that in an hour?
Yeah, how long would it take?
I'm
Bitch!
always done to
Back in
try.
time.
I love your tenacity, Chetney.
Thanks.
It's so admirable.
Aim high.
Yes.
So Della
I
is
love
trying
that
to.
Been sitting here on death.
Yeah.
Are we taking a short rest?
Yes.
Yes. Because I'm a bit of a mess too.
Man, I'm not feeling too good today, by the way.
What do you mean?
I'm just not doing so great. I've been jittery all day. And
Do you need a
are we
massage?
going? Are we going? That would definitely help. Like a deep tissue.
Yeah. Where's the camera?
Are you feeling edgy like that one day?
I am. I would maybe stay away from me for a while, just in case.
Will a rest help you, or do you need to sleep?
Maybe. I'll But are we going straight into another plane of existence? Our third of the day?
I think
Today. Nothing else we need to do here? We have to find Ashton.
Well, yeah.
That's really it.
So I guess we don't know if we're leaving yet. Because what if we call Ashton and he's like, I've got plans.
They might.
I'll be back.
They might be doing something. And Eos, what are they doing?
I don't know. You know Ashton. So enigmatic.
Just gambling.
Probably.
They're just at the casino gambling this whole time.
I also feel like they have friends like everywhere.
Yeah.
I wish I had that many friends. But I just have you guys.
That's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I need.
Oh,
okay.
That's all I need. I don't need anybody else.
I hope not.
Although the contacts seem handy.
Short rest.
All right.
All right.
Short rest.
Held a shitload.
Short rest.
I'll do one.
Heal like a
Boom!
How are you doing?
So.
Also with your. You've got the blood vial, yeah?
Yes, I know. That's why I can recover the sorcery points.
Oh yeah.
That's great. Holy shit.
6, 7.
Should we go back and, close the loop on the lad in the house?
What?
Nothing.
Why am I rolling so many ones today? Wait, that's 12. 16. 18. Oh, plus 16. Exciting stuff happening right now.
Yeah, isn't it? Everybody's rolling hit dice. This is great.
Yeah, one unconscious dude in the kitchen, the other one in the basement was coming back from banishment. So he definitely picked up his pal. And
Logic says likely neither of them are there right now. For a multitude of reasons.
get all of my...
Maybe you guys should go to the Fae without me.
Why?
Well, because there's like, we're so close to, like, there's people here who can pop me open and find out who I am and where I came from and what I do and stuff like that. I'm so close. I kind of feel like I can't be helpful to you if I don't know what I'm capable of or what I have done. Oh.
Letters, the
That's
Cerberus
all right.
Assembly seems to be trying to outdo the Age of Arcanum. You might not have a chance in a week.
But so close.
We can come back.
Yeah. All right.
You want to go tonight? Just do like a peek.
What time of day is it, roughly?
I'd say at this point it's like early afternoon, mid-afternoon. Since you did you woke up, did the tour, went to the seminary, which is where you found the information about that professor that might be able to talk to you a bit. You then went and staked out the house, broke in, had the fight, rushed off, and then got back here. So yeah, it's like mid-afternoon.
What a day.
This is a day.
So, when was the professor going to be back that you could,
I don't know.
Professor, you were just given directions to where they were.
Oh, so we could just go.
Yeah, you might be catching them at the end of the day. Maybe they're feeling inquisitive.
We gotta find Ashton first, or at least know where they are.
Well, if it's been an hour, then I can send a message to Ashton.
Okay. As you feel the restoration of that series of notes of arcane power within your body restored, the spell makes itself available to you.
All right, I'm going to send a message to Ashton. Shit is going down. Where in the hell are you? We need to meet up. Stat. We gotta leave town. Stat. Jesus. All I wanted to do was start that message with Ashton. It's so hard.
It's me.
It's me.
The spell finds its hook in the mind of Ashton Greymore, and the response is where we'll pick up on the next session. Because then he can respond and we can pick up from whatever he's been off to at the time.
I don't like it.
And from
I
there.
don't like it.
Lovely. Ashton is lewdness.
Fucking Cerberus Assembly trying to do a redo. Fucking destroyed the world, and you want to go again?
You know who I blame for this?
Yeah.
The Mighty Nine.
Yeah.
For not finishing the job when they had the chance.
Unless we've got wrong information about what is actually going on with the moon.
Well, it all tracks. He wanted the beacon.
Remember the Mr. X, right? There have been many times where we were going after something like the Angel of Irons, and it wasn't that shit at all.
Nah, Matt would never do that.
Great way to get a lot of zealous people to be like, kill the gods, set your destinies free, work with us.
And also Thule is doing stuff not in line with the dipshit here. Not the party line.
Well, Thule is doing, like what?
This guy didn't even trust Ira, right?
Oh, yeah.
No one trusts Ira.
No one trusts Ira.
Who's Ira?
Well,
Just a chaos agent.
He's just a free chaos agent.
That can do shit, like really cool shit.
But I mean,
Sounds like me.
All the stuff that like Ludinus and the Cerberus Assembly were up to in Campaign 2, fascinated by the beacon was all divergence and shit like that. It was like from the founding.
The beacon was pre-founding.
Pre-founding.
Or at least
So it's like pre-god.
According to their religion, the Luxon happened.
Everything.
Yeah.
How many trammels did we need against the whispered one?
69.
If I recall, 3 was what was forged. I'll have to look into it again. It's been a few years.
That's just a comedy rule of 3s. You know, it's deep lore dives like this that you can get on 4-sided dive. Not this one.
No, the most recent
Not
one
this
is out right now.
Yeah, check it out on YouTube.
And of course, check out Crit Recap, written by Danny Carr.
Where it came from.
Also, check out that Legend of Vox Machina Season 2 trailer.
Oh, shit!
Check it out.
The actual episode. What else can we plug?
We got new puffy jacket.
Hey!
Oh my God! Let's get out of here.
Let's leave. Let's go home.
Got it.
Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Happy New Year!
We love you very much. And this is Thursday. Good night.